You know,
being here. What's up?
I was thinking about something.
What are we thinking about, bro?
I was thinking about what's going on in the earth, right?
What's happening in our minds?
Yeah, and I wondered, why does it matter?
We're about to find out.
Holy shit. Ready?
Just kidding.
Welcome to Earth, Mind, and Matter. We said, fuck it, let's talk about albums. We said, let's talk about some movies and some fucking comics. This week in the universe, across the internet.
So what's up, Javi?
What's going on, Frankie?
Oh shit.
So, I gotta take a shit.
Oh wait, hold on.
Do you want to just like run the intro while I go take a shit
real
quick?
And we could just do the whole podcast while I take a shit.
Oh, I mean, I don't know if the cable's long enough to make it to the bathroom, but I can just yell from the bathroom.
We could just move the bathroom here. You know what I mean?
Oh, so should I get diapers?
Diapers is underrated. I think so. Think about it. Well, how many times have you missed a precious moment because you have to go use the bathroom?
I know.
You know?
Like, sometimes I think about the week that I had the flu and I was just sick for a week and all I did was just lay on the couch and played Breath of the Wild.
And then every time you have to pause to go pee or take a shit, I had diapers.
My week could have been so much more better if I could just not get up from the couch.
You know what has to happen? Someone just has to make diapers sexy again. Because they were sexy before. Not on babies.
I was going to say, careful with what you're saying there, buddy.
Not on babies. They're disgusting on babies. Fuck babies. But don't fuck babies. You know what I mean? Fucking. Well, somebody had to make diapers sexy before. I'm sure it's a fetish.
I'm sure. But God damn, I don't want to get into that fetish.
Fetishes, bro.
Here, look. I'm gonna go take a shit.
All right.
So I'm gonna just yell.
All right.
From like.
All right.
Over here.
Gotcha. You taking a shit right now?
Yeah.
Tell me when you're turtle heading.
So, okay. You might hear me strain a bit.
All right. I'm strain with you.
Oh man. It's not coming out.
It's not. You constipated?
Yeah.
You gotta eat some fiber in your diet.
I had mini wheats this morning.
Just mini wheats?
Just mini wheats.
No milk?
No milk.
No spoon?
No spoon.
Damn. Did you eat it like a dog?
You know what?
Just keep it in there, bro.
I'll try and take a shit later.
Just keep it in there. It helps the momentum.
Maybe it's not time.
Maybe it's not time. Maybe it's not shit. Maybe it's a piss.
You know, I think I know the difference. I'm not an idiot, Frankie. Thank you. But you know what it is time for?
What's it time for?
To talk about what's going on in the earth.
What's in our minds.
And this is why it matters.
This is Earth, Mind, and Diapers. So real quick, a wise man once said, I think it was a comedian, Ari Shafir, they were like, shitting from your ass is a major flaw in the human body, right? Well,
that's why Kim Jong-un doesn't do it.
That's what I'm saying. He's perfect. And that shitting from your foot would be better, right?
Okay.
Because imagine you shit from your foot and then you just wipe it on the floor. You know,
but it's like then your foot would just be dirty.
Yeah, but you could just put it in a puddle.
I mean, but puddles are also dirty.
Just put it in a clean puddle.
How do you dictate a clean puddle?
You create one when you have to get a water bottle. You dig a hole, cleanse the hole. Put some water in it.
You don't know the science behind it, buddy. I'm seeing right through you.
Toilet tissue paper. Come on, bro. Disposable socks. You know how much socks I have at home, man? Too much
disposable socks. You know, aren't all socks disposable?
Isn't everything disposable?
No,
not babies.
Not love.
Damn. In the eyes of an angel.
Please adopt
D's.
Yeah. D's is a Yorkie Terrier.
Yorkie Terrier. I have a Yorkie Terrier at home. Peanut.
Well, I'm talking about D's right now. Okay.
Oh, the kid?
No, the dog. My guy, you don't know what we're selling here?
We're selling dogs and diapers and mini wheats.
Oh my God. Okay, you know what?
What's up?
Let's get the show back on the rails. Before we do that, I'm gonna just do a little.
We're drinking Diet Pepsi.
It's
good for your brain.
I'm on a diet, which is why I only ate mini wheats.
And my name is Pepsi.
When did you change your name?
It's because of the whole revolution in Ukraine. You know? I'm in cahoots with Russia. You get me?
So what? Like Russia and Pepsi are doing something diabolical or something?
Like because they're in cahoots, I'm in cahoots with them. But I'm
Okay.
also running a lot, so I'm Diet Pepsi, and everybody
Okay.
knows Pepsi's better than Coke.
I mean, arguable.
Arguable. I'm just kidding. Coke is way better. If you heard that and you were like, yeah, go fuck yourself. Coke is way better. Way better. Vanilla Coke, cherry Coke, regular Coke. I had Star Coke the other day.
Star Coke?
Star Coke. I swear to God, when I was at the grocery store, I was just there.
Just walking. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna stroll in through here,
Yeah.
see what's up.
It's a little Korean spot next to my house. Pretty dope. They got good beer. I tried this. I'm going so many b-holes, right? But they have this pineapple beer. It's delicious. Like what's it called? Not a marinade. The fuck, what's it called?
I don't know. Fermented?
Fermented. No, like you know when it's an apple beer, but it's not called that. It's called
cider.
A cider. So I had a pineapple cider. But then I was going by the Coke section, and I was like, oh, let me check out the new Cokes they have, and it said Star flavor. I was like, what the fuck? So I bought it.
Does it taste like Lady Gaga?
It tastes like Super Mario Galaxy.
Oh my God.
What a great game too. That's a great...
I never got to play Super Mario Galaxy.
Man.
I missed out on it.
I'm out of here.
I want to get the Mario 3D All-Stars game so I could play Galaxy on it.
I have Mario 3D All-Stars, bro, but I downloaded it, so I can't lend it to you.
So you're a scumbag is what you're telling me. I mean, you could have just lent me your Switch if you were a real friend. You know what? I'm going to just fucking make a podcast with someone who wants me to borrow their Switch.
All right. Do that shit, bro.
Joe, I'm calling you out.
Henry. I don't know if you listen, Henry. But if you do, contact me. Then I know you're a real one. Otherwise, I'll just do a podcast with Xavier.
Oh, fuck that guy.
That guy's a scumbag, bro.
Scum.
No worries. But I just, in comparison to him, I'll just seem better. You get me?
So it's like the cheerleader effect.
No, what's that? Oh, like the ugly friend to the beautiful friend?
Yeah.
I didn't know it's cheerleader effect.
I think it's called the cheerleader effect.
I think it's just called contrast.
I think I got that from How I Met Your Mother.
It's a good show. I never got to finish the end of it. I only got to finish like the first 3-4 seasons, 5-6 seasons.
I finished all that show.
It's a good
Love
show.
it.
It's good. It's fun for the whole family.
There are definitely a lot of questionable things, like in retrospect, where I'm like, wow, I can't believe they got away with this on TV.
Like Barney, right? That's his name?
Yeah, pretty much almost everything Barney does.
Yeah.
And like, honestly, Ted's kind of a stalker too.
Yeah, they're all scumbags, bro. Except
Like,
Marshall.
Marshall's like the only good guy.
He's just an alcoholic. They're all just alcoholic. Yeah, okay. This is pretty interesting. Then you ever heard about the schematic they used to make all those shows? How I Met Your Mother, Friends, and a whole bunch of other ones.
No.
So they use the same, let's say, format, and they all basically have this idea that they have a group of friends that interlock with one another, like date each other and stuff.
Mhm.
But there's like this one and this one and this one. I guess, like, think about Friends, right? Joey would be Barney.
Yeah, like archetypes.
Yeah. And then Rachel and Ross would be Ted, and the other girl, what's her name? The main girl.
Fuck, what's her name?
You know,
Robin.
the redhead. Robin.
Or the redhead is Lily.
No, but like Ted to Robin would be Rachel and Ross, and then Chandler and Monica would be Marshall and
Lily. Yeah.
And so like that whole thing is apparently a whole schematic to create a show. So,
I mean, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's like, it's a sitcom. Like all sitcoms are kind of like sort of structured that way, one way or another.
Thanks for sharing my fun fact, Javi.
No problem, man. I'm here all week.
Oh yeah, that's really what you know. It's not that impressive, but thanks for trying.
You can try again, Frankie, but next time, please raise your hand.
All right, that's fine. You're right. Mini Vitaz. Cheers. I had a beer yesterday.
What the fuck?
Nah, I haven't had a beer in a while. All right. Well, we're here.
So
What's up?
I don't have any notes.
Fuck it though. We just talk about Super Mario Galaxy, How I Met Your Mother, and Mini Wheats. I'll do it, bro. What's up? Hitler was a vegetarian.
Oh yeah, was he?
I swear.
He was also a triceratops.
Nice. I mean, anybody that loves dinosaurs is, what's it called? Jewphobic. What's the word for it? Jewphobic. Anti-Semitic.
Anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
God damn.
That's funny as fuck. I'm pretty sure Hitler was a vegetarian though. It's crazy, right?
I don't believe it.
You want me to look it up?
Look it up.
I had all the time to look it up before the show started.
Look it up, because Hitler being a vegetarian, yeah, fucking right.
Let's see. Was Hitler a vegetarian? And Google says, near the end of his life, Adolf Hitler, 1889 to 1945, followed the vegetarian diet. It is not clear when or why he adopted it, since some accounts of his dietary habits prior to the Second World War indicate that he consumed meat as late as 1937. But he farted a lot too. That's true also. Like he farted OD. He had like a bad gas problem. Swear to God. I swear to the Triceratops that he was.
You know what I say to that?
What?
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, man.
Raise your hand next time.
All right. Should get into flashbacks to school. The first time I ever got upset at my teacher, let me raise my hand first.
Okay,
All
okay,
right.
go ahead, Frankie.
Like the first time I got upset at a teacher ever was that she basically end of day and I'm not talking and she's like, "Hey Frankie, stop talking." I'm like, "Hey bitch." I didn't say that. I said, "No, I wasn't talking though." And she was like, "Oh yeah?" I was like, "Yeah." End the conversation. I was upset, man. I was really upset.
Well, if you're getting flashbacks to school, this is perfect for today's episode because you'll have another flashback later, I promise.
Oh shit, what's up?
So this is what we're going to be talking about today.
Mm-hmm.
This has kind of been rising up in the news recently here and there.
Yeah.
I feel like it should be talked about a little bit more though.
Okay.
Put a little more focus on it. But I'll read the headline for you.
Mm-hmm.
Zaslav's first movie crisis. What to do with Ezra Miller, the erratic star of Warner Bros. $200 million Flash franchise launch. So that's going to be the first story we dive into.
Okay. I did not see any of that in the news lately.
So I really don't.
Oh, we got the cops.
Oh, we're just filming. Officer, I'm sorry.
He's like, "Hey, you guys, before you do anything, raise your hands." I hope they picked up the siren. If they don't, we just hold it.
Oh no, it definitely got the siren.
Nice.
Oh
yeah, nice.
So, yeah, but that's the first topic.
Okay.
I'm not super into talking about celebrities or anything, but he's doing some pretty shady shit.
Gotcha. I don't even know who that is, to be honest with you.
Interesting.
Yeah, man. But maybe I do if you like elaborate. But you said Ezra
Miller.
Ezra Miller. No idea.
We'll have a good conversation about it.
I believe it.
Next topic. The headline reads, Massachusetts school can no longer be called Catholic after flying Black Lives Matter and Pride flags.
I read about
Bishop
this.
says.
I didn't read the story. I just read it. I saw the headline. I was like, ha.
And then for the third topic, I'll just save it for when we get to it. It's it's
crazy.
Flashbacks.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Fucking war and shit.
War, Pepsi.
You remember the
Kylie Jenner?
I remember the picture of Kylie Jenner where she's standing in front of the tank in Vietnam.
Yeah, she gives a Pepsi and everything is fixed. What an idiot. Now it was the commercial with the protesters. She gave a Pepsi and everything's okay now. Oh, well, she should have gone to the George Floyd protest.
I'll just say this. This is my sell to you to watch The Boys because it's a great show.
The Boys.
They just they just did a joke on that Kylie Jenner Pepsi thing in the last episode. Fucking great. That show is such a satire. It's beautiful.
You ever seen The Good Boys? Oh, Good Boys by Seth Rogen. He produced it or something.
The Good Boys.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
He got some backlash because they blackface some kid. Like they had some kid in blackface, and apparently Seth Rogen had no idea about it. And he said sorry about it. Still a good fucking movie, bro. Like one of the funniest movies I've seen in the past decade.
Oh wait, The Good Boys.
Yeah.
Wait, the one about the middle schoolers?
Yeah, and they want to like get like they have like drugs at one point. Yo, bro,
okay, I did
that
see
movie's
that.
funny as fuck.
I did see that one.
Yeah, and then they have the kid open up the spoiler. They have the kid open the door. And he has like a dildo in his hand, or it's like a sex swing or some shit like that. All right. Let's talk about Earth, Mind, Matter stuff. What's up, Javi?
So, to get into it. Oh, and well, again, if you don't know what's happening after we're done with the news topics, we'll get into the A.M.C section.
Albums, movies, comics.
But we'll get onto that later on. But to get into it for real,
for real,
for realsies.
For realsies.
So we're gonna be talking.
Anyway, no. I'm kidding.
Okay, what's going on?
No, nothing.
You didn't raise your hand.
Yeah, I know, bro.
Are you okay?
I thought
it must have been an emergency. It must have been.
No, it's nothing right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I can continue?
You can continue. You can
Okay.
continue. I swear to God.
Okay.
I swear to God.
All right.
just.
So, before I get into the things that are happening now, we're going to go through the timeline of what Ezra Miller has been doing throughout his career.
Gotcha.
He's an actor. And he started off with a role called We Need to Talk About Kevin. I'll touch on that a little bit later, but he's also been in other movies like The Perks of Being a Wallflower, The Stanford Prison Experiment.
Oh, I saw that movie. That's a good movie.
And very recently, his most high-profile role has become being the Flash in the DC Universe movies.
A lot of people like, oh, what about the show? Was he in the show?
No, that's Grant Gustin.
Gotcha. I have his picture here, but that's about it.
Nice. He also goes by non-binary.
Okay.
And there's another person that we'll be talking about that also goes by non-binary, but I'll call that out.
So do we call him they? Like
yeah,
they? Okay.
They both of them go by they them.
Gotcha. So Ezra Miller they.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like I said, we're gonna go through a little timeline. The very first thing that happened, I think, was in 2011. I didn't write this down because it's not super important, but he got caught with like 20 grams of weed in an airport in Pittsburgh.
Big deal.
So I was just like, okay.
Oh, I'm surprised they didn't shoot him.
I was like, oh,
shoot,
right.
shoot them.
Yes.
I gotta get that shit right, you know.
But after that, we fast forward to 2020. You might have possibly heard of this or seen this. This happened on April 1st of 2020.
Are you joking with me though? Get it? Because April Fools.
Did you raise your hand?
I had to throw it in there, bro. It's a hilarious joke. I'm sure many people laughed. Do
you see me laughing though?
I don't. Unfortunately, I don't.
Okay. So we're going to continue with the show now. Anyways. What the fuck?
It's the worst idea to sip here like that.
They go down the wrong tube.
I don't even know, man. That shit just hurt. For those that just listening, that shit hurt. I sipped the beer and it just didn't. I'm not sipping it no more. April 1st.
So around 6 p.m. in Iceland, I'm not going to even try and pronounce the place in Iceland.
Can I try? You have it written down?
I do. It's right there. Where my thumb was.
Reykjavik. Of course. I'm nice with it.
So it happened over there in Reykjavik.
Reykjavik for all our Iceland fans.
And that Ezra Miller was at a trendy bar called Prikis Cafés. And while he was there, he was confronted by a group of eager fans who were quite pushy. And Miller lost his shit with one woman in particular and began to choke her and throw her down onto the ground.
Oh my God. What the fuck, bro? No way.
There's a video of this.
Oh, I'm gonna look it up. Hold on, but continue.
It's a 7-second video, and the person filming is kind of like, what
the fuck are you doing, Ezra?
Everyone's kind of smiling at first, even as the girl, even as he puts his hands around the girl, she's still kind of smiling. And by the time that she's starting to go down, like the guy that recording's like, "Whoa, bro!" And
chill. You can't say bro. You can't say yo.
Well, that's what he said. I literally have it written down.
I'm just abiding the rules.
He wasn't.
Okay, I'm looking at the video now. Oh shit! So he puts his hand on her neck, and then he slams her. He's wearing a red coat. Damn, it's a really short video. That's crazy though.
Yeah, it's real quick. We don't really know what happened afterwards, except for the fact that the bar escorted him out after that, and that's all that really came of that. Yeah. So nothing incriminating, even though it is kind of incriminating.
What do you mean?
That he assaulted a person, but what I mean is that he didn't get charged.
Yeah, which is bullshit. He should be. Maybe she didn't press charges though. But
but I mean, there are a lot of questions behind the video because again, she was smiling and stuff.
It looked like he was playing around type shit.
Yeah,
right?
It's like, oh, was he acting or something like that, or just some dumb shit.
I can see it because I'm seeing it right now. But she could also just be drunk and he could just be angry drunk. Yeah. But what was it? What's that joke? That escalated quickly. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't expect that at all. So he's a pothead and he's domestic violence abuser.
So we fast forward to 2022. On March 27th, around 11:30 p.m. in Hilo, Hawaii, patrol officers responded to a report of disorderly patron at a bar on Silva Street. Miller became agitated while patrons at the bar began singing karaoke, and he began yelling obscenities, and at one point grabbed the mic from a 23-year-old woman singing karaoke, which was charged as disorderly conduct offense, and then later lunged at a 32-year-old man playing darts, which was charged as an harassment offense.
Yeah. This person bugging out. This person's bugging the fuck out. What the fuck?
The bar owner asked Miller to calm down several times to no avail. So he was arrested and charged on both offenses, and the total bail was set at $500, and bail was obviously provided, and he was released.
Yeah.
So
privileged motherfucker.
That happened in March.
Yeah.
And then
Jesus.
Oh, a real funny thing too about that whole situation.
Yeah.
Would you like to guess the song that he became agitated
to? Girls just want to have fun.
No.
Okay, let me get 2 more guesses.
We've made jokes about this song before.
No.
You're not far.
Oh shit.
You're not super far.
Fuck, but that just confuses me more because I don't remember the last time we referenced an Italian song. Fuck.
I mean, it's not an Italian song, but it
sounds like that. It's like, oh,
no, it's from a person. I think she's Italian. I say that just because she was in House of Gucci.
Okay. So Lady Gaga song. Paparazzi?
No.
Fuck. Last one. Okay, give me this. Is it a pop song or a romantic song?
It's a romantic song.
Is that song she's played on the Grammys? Or whatever with the piano and Brad Pitt or whatever his name was.
Yes.
That song. That's like
Shallow.
What's it called?
Shallow.
Yo, first of all, that's one of the best performances on TV, like what TV or whatever. Like fuck the other guy. What was his name?
Brad Pitt.
This bitch ass can't
not
sing.
Brad Pitt. Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper, his bitch ass can't sing, but Lady Gaga can sing like a motherfucker, and Bradley Cooper was along for the ride. So they were singing that song. Yo, this guy's got issues, man. This person's got issues.
I think it's really interesting too that that's a song he got agitated to, because it's like it's a song from a movie. So I'm almost curious if it's like some weird like jealousy or like hatred towards this movie because he wasn't in it or something.
Yeah. Oh, okay, maybe. But that's like me getting mad at somebody like singing like "Don't worry." Boom. It's like, man, that's personal.
Better fucking worry about this, bitch. Boom.
That ass, bro. Ezra Miller, you're a crazy mother. Ezra Miller, I hope you hear this. You're a crazy motherfucker. You're just nothing. I don't even think you're halfway done with the news story.
No.
You're ridiculous. All this money for what? For just terrorizing people? There should be a national emergency alert every time he visits a location.
An Amber Alert.
Yeah, bro. It's like what? Everywhere you go, you want to do Hawaii, Iceland. What are you doing? Why do you travel, man? Just to get upset? Jesus Christ.
Oh man. Oh shit.
I'm not a fan of Ezra Miller right now. Not at all. Flash.
Well, you're not gonna like any of this. 2 days later, the couple who he was living with at a hostel filed a restraining order against the actor after he returned from the karaoke bar, and they allegedly threatened to bury them.
I'm speechless.
On top of that, Miller reportedly stole the wife's passport and husband's wallet, and that by mid-April, the restraining order was dropped.
Oh,
so
money.
Who knows?
Money. That's fucking ridiculous. This person, I don't even understand how he gets away with all this. They get away with all this. That's ridiculous, bro.
And again, like I said, like I prefaced this with, it hasn't been talked about enough, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it's being talked about a lot in like the nerd community.
Yeah, because
of him being the Flash and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But more in the mainstream community, I don't think it's like people are really paying too much attention to this.
Because right here, like I see 4 articles that pop up, and I won't open them because you're reading. But it says like the first one. I mean, the first 2 pictures are Flash, but I see him and I just see a monster. I don't see the Flash. The Flash is supposed to represent justice, the Justice League, right? Yeah. This guy is anything but that. And it says Grant Morrison reacts to Ezra Miller's glowing problems. The Flash could be dropped. Blah 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 blah. I don't know, man. Based off those 4 things, and just reading that he could be dropped, they should be dropped ASAP. Like that, there should be no question.
So we'll be
about
talking about a little bit of that as well.
I'm baffled.
So
how you steal somebody's passport, bro? That's ridiculous. It's such a heinous crime.
You're only saying that because it's all you have.
Yeah. Actually, hold on.
Wait a second.
Oh my god, I can't show that.
Wait a second.
I actually, have my ID now.
Oh my god!
Just show the camera. Nah, I'm fucking. Yeah, man. I got this a while back. Like maybe like let's say 3 months ago. I finally went in. I fucking grew up here, and I said I hate giving my passport everywhere I go. And so I passed the test. The guy gave me a dap. He was like, "You did good on the test." And I was like, "Thanks, man." And I don't gotta carry my passport. I know people don't know this. I haven't had an ID for years. I'm pretty sure I threw out my ID like fucking back then. And man, to have an ID again, it's one of those things when like you don't have it, it really sucks. So thank God I didn't run into Ezra Miller in Utah or anywhere I went. Oh my God!
Man, what a bright new day, isn't it?
Oh my God, bro! I feel so safe right now. Fuck Ezra Miller.
Well, to continue with his obscenities,
I feel like this is gonna be 2 hours of him just committing crimes.
On April 19th of this year, around 1 a.m. in Hawaii, again, Miller became irate after being asked to leave a residence and reportedly threw a chair, striking a 26-year-old female on the forehead, resulting in approximately a half-inch cut.
Oh my God.
He was arrested for second-degree assault.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, bro. What the fuck?
And it's not over yet.
I feel like he commits crimes as fast as he runs as the Flash. Oh! Give me some knuckles.
Boom.
I got some knuckles.
Knuckles is my favorite Sonic character.
Nice.
Anyways, so on June 16th of this year, we're skipping ahead a bit. We'll go back in time in a second.
Yeah.
But on June 16th, pretty recently, a Massachusetts mother has been granted a temporary order of protection on behalf of her 12-year-old child against Miller. The court said it was issued without advance notice because the court determined that there is a substantial likelihood of immediate danger of harassment. And on top of that, to get into it, the child and Miller met through an acquaintance back in February, according to the mother, in that at first it seemed friendly, but the mother grew suspicious very quickly.
Yeah. And how old was the kid? 12?
12.
Jeez. And they're 29 years old. Wow.
And Miller offered to buy the child gifts, including a horse, even after she rejected Miller's earlier offers. And the mother included that she kept wondering. She said, "I kept wondering why Ezra was here. Like, don't you have Hollywood stuff to do? Don't you have movies coming out?
Don't you have people to hurt and passports to steal?"
And this order does not contain any allegations against Miller. And this is the most recent thing that happened.
Yeah.
But, well, it's not the most recent thing. It's just like in terms of accusations and things like that and allegations, this is the most recent one. Because what happened 2 weeks back on June 7th is that the parents of an 18-year-old Takata Iron Eyes filed paperwork asking a judge to issue an order of protection against Miller on behalf of their child. And the quote goes, "Ezra uses violence, intimidation, threat, and drugs to hold sway over a young adolescent Takata," says the filing. The parents allege the two met at Standing Rock Reservation in North Dakota when Dakota was just 12. So he was 23 at the time.
And then 6 years later, she turned 18 and he's 29.
Yes.
It's a long ass time.
And they allege Miller gave her alcohol and drugs, including LSD.
Sounding very Bill Cosby-ish.
He, even with the LSD, he even said it to her parents that, yeah, I gave her LSD and whatever. And was just very not...
Just open about it.
Yeah, right? Very shameless about it.
That's so strange.
And he also flew Takata out to London, Vermont, New York, California, and Hawaii. Her father, Chase Iron Eyes, said in a phone interview, police in Vermont have attempted to serve Takata with an order for substance abuse and mental health evaluation 3 times. And that he believes Miller has physically and psychologically abused Takata. Yeah. In the petition for the order, her father says she would visit him on movie sets and dropped out of school at 18 to move in with Miller.
Bro, that's strange. That's super fucking sus, man. That's yo, this person's a monster. Like they really are a monster.
And it gets a little worse. That's not even the end of it.
Gee, like last episode, we had the worst, like, you know, talk of like pedophiles and this and that. It goes Larry Nassar, Josh Duggar, and Ezra Miller.
I won't lie. I had those two in mind when I was writing up this story. I was like, oh man, this is.
We're not that podcast now. No kids allowed.
True crime.
True crime. Dun dun. I know it's Law and Order.
So, Olivia Ignatius, a former friend of Miller's, was an unnamed witness in Iron Eye's petition. Ignatius was a music producer working with Miller and observed the abuse of Takada. He personally witnessed Miller control her social media accounts and determine who they could communicate with, and quote unquote says, lots of yelling and screaming, intimidation, relentless character abuse, calling them various slurs, confiscating their phone, and obsessively monitoring and controlling their interactions with others, while failing to provide them with basic human necessities. One, for example, is that the petition says Miller abandoned Takada in Hawaii without menstrual products once.
Oh, okay.
And after Ignatius came out and spoke up, there was also a business dispute between him and Miller, and so they kind of stopped working. But since that, he says that he's been harassed and threatened online by Miller's fans for speaking out. Yeah, and not only that, but the father himself has him and his the mother has been getting hate from the Miller fan base, saying that the Miller fan base had been persistent in creating a narrative that he and his wife are transphobic and are trying to force their child into conversion therapy because Takada Iron Eyes is the other non-binary person I was mentioning. Yeah.
Wait, so he has a wife? Did they have a wife, Ezra?
No.
The parents do.
The parents.
Oh, okay. So they're saying the parents are transphobic towards Ezra.
Are transphobic to their child.
To their child. Okay. Because the child identifies as
non-binary.
Gotcha.
And that they're gonna put their child into conversion therapy.
That's weird.
In response, Iron Eyes says that he and his wife have been longtime supporters of the LGBTQ plus community and recognize non-binary identities in indigenous cultures.
Okay.
He also
I like how they just throw in indigenous culture.
Well, because they're indigenous.
No, I know. It's just funny because it's just like I feel like this has nothing to do with
represent, Frankie. Represent.
I feel like this person is using this whole, or I think this is just like when I'm right now having this conversation, I think it's just about person and person and person. Like just like I don't care if your color's red or like you like spaghetti or you identify as this or that. But then you look at the severity of what you're doing to another human being, and I think it's about actions instead of identity, you know. And I think that's just a little weird or just a layer that's unnecessary on top of everything, you know. I think what Ezra Miller's doing is a little crazy, you know, like to put it very simply. And then for them to just say this or that towards the child or whatever, I feel that's the conversion therapy is ridiculous though. That's like putting somebody in Jesus school so they won't be gay or trans or whatever. But I'm trying to just say that just seems outside the detail of that. Ezra Miller is a controlling, manipulative, estranged.
I mean, human. The indigenous thing is definitely just like it's a throwaway. Yeah, it's not necessarily important, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I don't know, nothing. I'm not getting 6 feet near this motherfucker.
But he ended it with a quote where he said, Takada is not the only non-binary child in our family. Takada would know we've been nothing but open and empowering.
Gotcha.
So with all of that going on, with all of that's happened, it's still not over.
Fuck.
The show keeps going, folks. So on June 16th, we're back to the 16th again.
All right.
You ready for this?
I'm ready, man.
Ezra Miller has been unable to be located from his North Dakota tribal summons of grooming a teenage fan.
Jesus fucking Christ. I want to see how many times I said Jesus this episode. We'll put a countdown for the video, like ding, ding. Like there's just so much. Jesus probably like, I know. Why'd I create this motherfucker? Because you didn't, Jesus.
Not only has he been not able to been located, but he's been trolling the police. On his Instagram, he wrote, "You cannot touch me. I'm in another universe."
Oh, that's pretty funny. Ezra said this, right?
Ezra.
That's pretty funny being that he's in the DC universe.
And another message read, "Message from another dimension." And then he deleted his Instagram account shortly after. And then Instagram also confirmed that they weren't the ones to shut it. So it seems like he did it himself.
What the fuck?
And Takada Iron Eyes herself, the girl or the child that we're speaking of, that's been from 12 to 18, that's been with Miller, has still publicly defends Miller.
So weird. But that's like something that if you've been manipulated since you were young, you know, it just seems like one of those things.
Yeah, it's
right?
just like it's definitely like a Stockholm syndrome like sort of situation.
Exactly that. And for those that don't know what Stockholm syndrome means, it's like when you fall in love with the person who's basically manipulating, taking control of you, and overpowering you, and putting you in a position where you're just like undermined and basically held hostage, I guess, right?
Yeah,
you're in love with your. I feel like not a lot of people know what Stockholm syndrome is, so I feel. Learn something, you know.
But Takada herself, not her. Damn it, Takada.
That's how hard it is. It's fucking. It takes some time, man. So I'm getting mad at people for not knowing.
So Takada, what they said is quote unquote, they put on in a 2-minute video on Instagram, they said, "It's nobody's business and nobody's owed a story or outcome. This is my life and these are my decision, and I'm disappointed in my parents and the press in every way." And
Takada said that.
Yes.
Okay. Bugging out, Takada.
And so to wrap it up with everything, again, the first word I uttered in the headline was Zaslav. So David Zaslav is the current CEO of Warner Bros.
Okay.
And so Hollywood is considering this to be his first movie crisis, where this is his first time where he has an actor as problematic and troubling as Ezra Miller at the moment with a movie so close to release. Because The Flash is supposed to come out next year.
Oh my God.
It's already been filmed. It's already in post-production.
I got chills hearing that because like as I'm not saying the show must go on, but in some sense, I guess, right? Because contracts and stuff like that. But that's crazy situation, you know, like, and especially if the news gets worse and worse, and this person comes out to end up being like a very like pedophile type person and stuff like that. Like, how do you release that, you know? And that's crazy, man.
So to get into that, again, David Zaslav is the CEO of Warner Bros. And he has made it clear that he wants to grow the DC universe to akin to be like Marvel. Yeah,
I doubt it.
I mean, hey, we'll see.
You're right. That's true.
But The Flash would have been the beginning of this with its $200 million budget, the return of Michael Keaton as Batman, Ben Affleck reprising the same role, and Andy Muschietti directing. And Andy Muschietti is the guy who directed It and Chapter 2 of that as well.
Oh, he did both of them?
Yeah.
Good for him.
And so it seems like everything's like they have everything they need for this movie to work.
And then it's just Ezra Miller's bitch ass.
Yeah. And so Zaslav has several choices, and he's gonna have to make one soon. One, he's gonna have to pull back heavily on promoting the movie, meaning like no press release and things like that, or just not promoting the movie as much. 2, release it to HBO Max. 3, lean into making it the movie a hit, and drop Miller if they can't work it out. But most recently, which I'm probably sure you've seen from Googling his name, is that Miller has reportedly been dropped after The Flash.
Oh, so he has been dropped.
Reportedly.
Okay.
There's no confirmation yet. That those are just the reports that Warner Bros. Is dropping him after The Flash. But again, after.
Yeah. Which is still crazy, you know? I mean, what do you think they should do? I mean, I'm sure you're not finished, but like, what do you think they should do?
Well, I'll just finish it up because it's real quick. This quote says, "There's no winning in this for Warner Bros. This is an inherited problem for Zaslav. The hope is that the scandal will remain at a low level before the movie is released, and hope for the best to turn out." And I think that's anyone can do.
Yeah, I feel bad for Zaslav. First of all, cool name, and first of all, this has been a story for names: Takada, Zaslav, Ignatius, Ezra. What the fuck, bro? Whatever happened to like Jessica? Jesus Christ. Nah, man, this is, I mean, okay, so what do you think they should do? Because I'm like stumbled upon it myself. Like, I don't know what the right decision would be, but I will say this real quick. I think letting the movie out at all is just unfair to everybody that's been affected by Ezra, you know, and it's just risky, man, because it's just very risky for all of Warner Bros. In DC. You know,
yeah. I mean, I think what's going to be a major role or play a major role is the response that Ezra gives moving forward.
Yeah,
that if he is apologetic, then I could see
if they
are apologetic, then I could see them like being a little more like, okay, we can release this movie and stuff. But if he's gonna keep doing this, I don't know if releasing the movie is a good idea.
I don't think they should release it at all. I just think that's not fair, and it just goes to show how much it's a very slippery slope, right? Because at what point do you separate this person from Harvey Weinstein, you know, and everybody else in the industry that just gets to do what they want and just face the repercussions later? Like the I'm not gonna lie to you, like with Tony Hinchcliffe was a very funny comedian, extremely funny. He said one thing, and I think in his show that I saw on Utah. And it's not a joke, really. He's like, yeah, and Harvey Weinstein is what the GOAT of making movies. Like, name a fucking movie you like, and I swear to God, Harvey Weinstein made this movie. You know, he's like, no, blah, 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 and this and that. Name the fucking movie. Name it. I bet you he made that movie, you know? And it's not one of those things where it's like, okay, you're right, Harvey Weinstein's a great person. But no, it is one of those things where when do you separate the person from the art, right? I guess I'm making a full circle because I kind of agree with separating the person with the art, right? But the movie's not out yet, you know? So, but imagine the movie comes out and it's bad. That just double whammy, you know?
No, man.
It's just a lot of fuck.
That would be so bad if the movie was bad.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I straight up think Ezra's going to kill themselves.
Damn.
Like, I just, not to be too harsh about it, but I think this person has crazy mental health problems, you know?
Without a doubt.
Yeah, and I don't know, man. And this is not to go into like the whole like non-binary conversation or this and that. That has nothing to do with everything, but it really is interesting, you know. An unpopular opinion that I don't agree with at all. Please don't ever associate me with this opinion. But like it goes along with the media looking at the Uvalde shooter and saying like, oh, they cross-dress, so that leads to like mental health problems. That is an opinion people have.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's a very like. It's an opinion that I won't really veer into unless there's a lot of scientific support towards it. You know, for one thing, like in Mindhunters, right? This is a little spoiler, but there's one scene, and Beatrice hates the scene. Like it creeps her out like crazy. But they start off the show with like little snippets of some mystery character, right? And it's like some normal guy, you know, like he has glasses, a mustache, goes to work, is the normal person, right? Kind of like Larry Nassar was. And then one scene, like all you hear is. And the camera comes closer to the right, and then the camera cuts in, and it's him dressed in woman's clothing and heel with lipstick, choking himself as he's masturbating. Yeah, and it's like, whoa, what the fuck, you know? And like Childish Gambino says, or like sexuality is a spectrum. You know, there's a whole bunch of stuff, and I don't think that's the weirdest thing, but I think this person ends up being like a serial killer. So there's this whole idea of that whole thing, that type of, you know, mindset and lifestyle being associated with like quote unquote crazy, you know, which again, I don't think it's true in this case. I think we just got to take it little by little by little, but it's something to discuss, you know? And again, I say it's unpopular because I 100% believe people will be upset at that. They'll say, how dare you even mention that in this? But I mean, a lot of people have it. I think Candace Owens is a very politician. I think she's a Republican. And she also talked about, and was a very immature statement about saying that I don't let my kids near, or something like that, like people who cross-dress, because I think cross-dressing leads to like, is a sign of mental illness. So that's just like one of those things that goes out there with that, you know? But
I don't know.
That's a tough one. It's a tough one to go
all
in there.
All I gotta say is just like cross-dressing is punk, I think.
Yeah, man. I mean, people do. I mean, A$AP Rocky paints his nails. Like a lot of people do it in general. You know, it's clothes are just clothes. You know,
it's just, you know, whatever you feel comfortable in.
Yeah, man. There's a Japanese like designer, like a fashion designer, who basically had the idea of that. Who basically said, it's a very cool quote, very old video, and she was like, "I just wish that nobody had to wear like boy clothes and girls clothes. I wish that we could just wear whatever we want, whenever we wanted, and we had a whole city like that." Because she was like, "You know how many amazing outfits we would see if that was the case." And I was like, "That's so cool to hear," because it's true, you know, but. I mean, there's people who think like that, and then there's people who think about those things I just said, you know. And again, like I don't really think about either way, but I do agree with the whole idea of like wear what you want. Like I don't know that literally doesn't affect me or nothing, you know. It's just I don't know. Ezra Miller just gives me those vibes.
Well, do you remember the movie that I mentioned? His first role. We need to talk about Kevin.
I hear I do know what that movie is, but I actually wanted to do that movie for the A.M.C section. I never watched it, but I know it's about. Is it about a school shooter? Or like something like that?
I don't know the details of it, but what I do know of it is because it got brought up in a good amount of the articles that I was finding for this, is that it's about a teen coming to terms with his like sociopathic tendencies.
I think because that's on a podcast
or psychopathic tendencies.
In a podcast that I was watching, Brothers in Cursive, like they fucking make stupid ass jokes all the time, but they were talking about like a shooting at some place, and then they mentioned we need to talk about Kevin. So that's why I wanted to bring it up, because in the midst of Uvalde and all that stuff, I just thought it would be an interesting movie. But that's interesting then, man.
It's really interesting that is his first movie that he ever did, because it's almost eerie, because it's kind of like, is this almost foreshadowing in a way?
Yeah, or even the Stanford Prison Experiment, which is like, it's not so much with insanity, but it's authority, the whole process of like, the college. You ever watch the movie?
I haven't seen it, but I know
the whole project and everything, right? So like that they actually did it and this and that, and I mean, there's a lot of like mind fucking going on there. And Perks of Being a Wallflower, this is just like a cancer movie, right, or something like that.
No, it's just about some kid who moves to a new town. He's going through it. It's like a coming of age story.
Oh, okay.
And Ezra Miller is like the one guy that like is actually nice to him.
Oh, nice. I see a little break in the road, and then he's a Flash. I don't know, but I think Warner Bros. Just has a big problem on their hands with that whole thing, and
they really do.
And it sucks for fans, because I know, like, I'm not saying I hate the Flash. I never just really been interested in the Flash. To me, it's just another character that exists, kind of like the Hulk, like they're major characters, but I've never like got to peer into their, storylines and this and that. But I just hear the show is good. I know it's not in it. They're not in it, but. I mean, I don't know.
Actually, I am remembering there was a crossover episode on the CW shows and stuff, and Ezra Miller was in an episode with Grant Gustin, because multiverse.
Oh, okay.
So it was just like the two of them, and they're like, "Whoa,
you're an asshole." Ezra. I don't know, man. I'm so surprised, but again, I just my truest thought on the whole thing is the whole, again, like people like Bill Cosby and Harvey Weinstein, how. What separates them from they, like what is the difference here with that? Because at this point we could just let everybody do what they want, and then if like say we do say, oh, we should get rid of Ezra Miller, then is it gonna be this conversation of, oh, you're transphobic or this and that? And it's like, you can't say that. That has nothing to do with that. It's.
I mean, I hope no one says that.
I'm pretty sure like fans will say that, and people who are very like. Very, very liberal that don't see anything but identity and this and that, like if somebody who's black does something wrong, it has nothing to do with their skin color. It's about their actions. It's everything like that you're doing. I don't
know, man. All I know is that 2 + 2 = 4. Racist as fuck.
Super racist. That's the craziest bit I've ever seen. It was on CNN or something like that. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. Ezra Miller is a really, really crazy person.
Oh yeah. But that's the first news topic for you.
Mm-hmm. You wanna pass by? Feel free.
No, I'm listening to guys. It's too much guys saying.
Oh, thank you. All right, that's the first story.
So that's the first.
That was an intense first story, man. I couldn't believe all that stuff. I thought it was gonna be more so just like business, finance, like, oh, the movie got delayed. Nah, I'm gonna have nightmares of this guy.
Yeah, it's and I'll just say it again. I feel like it's not being talked about enough.
Nah, it isn't, and that's shady. That's a little, and no Slim, get it?
And like the fact that they're conscious of that, it's not really being talked about, because since the one insider that gave the final quote that I said, the fact that they point out is that this is a low level scandal. They're using those words, low level, and it's like,
it's definitely not. It's definitely like a huge.
It's only
thing.
Low level because not everyone's talking about it, and so that's why it's kind of like, Warner Bros. Maybe if you said something about it, it would make it more high profile.
Because then you could bring awareness and maybe let the fans decide. I know money is a major issue, but I don't know if they let Sonic get changed by fans, And think about this: it is Pride Month, right? And the reason I bring that up. It's because people are very conscientious, especially businesses, about what they like, who they maybe offend or put in a bad light. but there was a judge who had like a target on their back, basically. Like there's several times this happened, but there's a certain judge that had a target on the back, and no news outlet wanted to cover it. And I think it's because of this judge or this maybe his politician, maybe because of their viewpoints and stuff. And Bill Maher, he came out, he's like, that's so unfair. Like to like grandly paraphrase, he was like, that's the pathetic thing about the media in the US, that you pick and choose when you want to cover certain stories, but when a person's life is in danger, especially high profile like that, that's involved in our politics, they should be covered no matter what they lean towards, like left, right, or in the middle. And the fact that media doesn't is pathetic. And I agree.
Yeah.
So I think just put those pieces together. That's why I bring up the whole like non-binary thing, because again, it has nothing to do with it. But then you see like little bits and scraps of the storyline that brings those words in, and indigenous, you know, and it's just fishy, you know. More so conspiracy wise, like, you know, in that sense. But
I mean,
yeah,
you know,
man.
I wouldn't say it's like conspiracy. I just think it's like just trying to prepare for the worst, if anything, because again, ideally that's not going to be the biggest like,
For sure.
thing that people are going to be talking about.
For sure.
Like ideally everyone's going to be talking about what do we do with him from or them moving forward.
You don't get shit from the LGBT community. How is transphobic?
But yeah, I think there are just bigger conversations to have
For sure.
Other than like the non-binary stuff and all of that.
Definitely.
And again, Warner Bros. Say something.
Say something, man. You can't just not say nothing.
Something.
This is ridiculous.
Do something.
Yeah,
oh
man.
my God.
Every day I'm looking at the news, I've seen nothing of Ezra Miller. Not one damn thing, bro. This conniving person. Jeez, man.
So I brought in a big topic for the
Huge.
first topic.
I'm like overwhelmed. That was crazy, bro. All right.
So the second topic, you know, not as crazy.
Yeah.
Depending who you ask. But,
don't ask Ezra Miller, bro. Don't ask them anything.
But I'll just read off the headline for you again. Massachusetts school can no longer be called Catholic after flying Black Lives Matter and Pride flags, bishop says.
Take that, Jesus.
So this happened in Worcester, Massachusetts.
Okay.
And I know it's pronounced Worcester because I've been there.
Okay. Worcester?
Worcester.
But it Worcester. Or
Worcester.
like, hey, hot dog.
Kind of, yeah. But think Boston.
The Rangers.
The what?
Like the Rangers? Like the Rangers.
But it's Boston.
Boston. It's Boston, right?
There you go.
So it's like Rangers. My bad, I can't speak. No, but Worcester, like,
do we need to reenact the hand raising?
Worcester spelled Worcester, right?
It's spelled WORCESTER.
What the fuck? I don't care, Boston.
That's Massachusetts for you, baby.
Well, the IQ is lower than the speaking. What's it called?
All right, your IQ is definitely showing right now, buddy. Let's keep it moving.
All right. I'm from Boston.
So, in Worcester, Massachusetts, at the Nativity School, they were asked to take down their flags, but they kept them up.
Oh, end of story. Next story. I like how you came in with that, but they kept them up.
So,
all right.
Bishop Robert J. McManus said that the Nativity School supporting these movements are inconsistent with Catholic teaching. And he continued to say the gay pride flag represents support of gay marriage and actively living in an LGBTQ plus lifestyle. And as per the Black Lives Matter flag, he said that while the church stands unequivocally behind the phrase Black Lives Matter and strongly affirms that all lives matter, the Black Lives Movement co-opted the phrase and promotes a platform that directly contradicts Catholic social teaching on the importance and role of the nuclear family and seeks to disrupt the family structure in clear opposition to the teachings of the Catholic Church.
That's just a long sentence for saying we don't like black people. That's terrible. What did they say? I bet you if they hung a pedophilia flag, the Catholic Church would be like, no, it's fine.
They're just misunderstood.
Nambla. That's crazy. Can you read that statement again about the Black Lives Matter flag?
So I'll read it off.
Sorry.
And I'll even try and read it off in what I think he sounds like. So, as for the Black Lives Matter flag, he said that while the church stands unequivocally behind the phrase Black Lives Matter and strongly affirms that all lives matter, the Black Lives Movement co-opted the phrase and promotes a platform that directly contradicts Catholic social teaching on the importance and role of the nuclear family and seeks to disrupt the family structure in clear opposition to the teachings of the Catholic Church.
David Duke. That's ridiculous, bro. Oh my God. That's just a bunch of hoopla. It's crazy, man. That's offensive as fuck.
He continues to say,
oh man,
the flying of these flags in front of a Catholic school sends a mixed, confusing, and scandalous message to the public about the church's stance on these important moral and social issues.
It's a good voice, man. You gotta use that in some animated series. Just the most racist and sexist and transphobic. Hey, I can't laugh and make voices. Yeah, what an asshole. I don't want to be part of the Catholic at all.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy.
That's what he had to say. McManus is definitely an interesting character for sure.
Definitely a Catholic.
But the story continues that because not only can the school no longer identify as Catholic, but it also cannot celebrate mass, sacraments, or sacramentals, be listed in the Diocesan directory, or fundraise at Diocesan institutions, said McManus. And the school, also, I learned this reading up about this, but diocese is basically a district, like a religious district that a bishop runs.
Okay, so a bishop is like the CEO of the diocese.
Or think of him as like a cop. Like they're running that district.
Think of him as Jesus Christ himself. And we're all just his disciples.
I mean, like, they're bishops.
They're a chess piece. That's ridiculous. It's like being the Queen of England. It's like, okay, man. I'm still going to fight the flag wherever far from distance I can from the church. That's dumb, man. That's super crazy.
But the school began flying these flags back in January 2021, saying students called to make the community more just and inclusive. Oh, I also don't know if I mentioned this, but it's a middle school.
Okay.
But yeah,
everything makes sense. Completely justified.
Well, because when I first read to make the community more just and inclusive, like originally, like when I read that, I was like,
it's college or something like that?
Well, no, if they're talking about an elementary school, then I would have been like, okay.
Yeah, because I know a lot of teachers get flagged for putting Black Lives Matter flags and LGBT flags in the classroom, which I'm still like, do whatever you want. I mean, it's still like learning about the world and what's within it, but they get a lot of heat for that too. So I don't know.
I mean, I only just say like questionable to if it would have been an elementary school, just because it's like it would have been sort of the imposing of younger minds and whatever. It's like no fucking elementary school kid is gonna say more just and inclusive,
especially in the voice.
More just and inclusive.
Stacy, 5 years old. That's interesting.
I just figured it was important to kind of note that it's a middle school. It's like at least these kids do have like some like capacity to think for themselves and whatnot. But in March of 2022, McManus and the Diocese of Worcester told the school to remove the flags. And at the end of May, McManus warned them if they did not remove the flags that they would no longer be able to identify as a Catholic school. And McManus said, "While we all share in wanting all our students, in particular our Black and brown inner city students, to feel safe and welcome, we must abide by the moral axiom that the ends do not justify the means."
They're probably the same people to say, let's still celebrate Christopher Columbus Day.
Probably.
You know what I'm trying to say? And they're like, oh, what is that? Oh, because it's Italians. It's okay. But if it's Black people, it's not okay. It's ridiculous, man. And that makes me think of like a very popular coffee chain that's not Dunkin' Donuts. Let's just say that. When I was working there, they didn't allow people to wear Black Lives Matter pins. They didn't let nobody, because they would get in trouble. They're like, you can't express your political values. And I remember there was a customer who wore a swastika to come in to buy coffee. Like he had a swastika on his shirt or chain or like pins. And, I went up to the person that I was managing, whatever, and I was like, hey, like maybe we shouldn't serve this person. They were like, oh, they have in short and not with, compassion. They were just saying, I guess, protecting their own like skin and mind and as well, that they're entitled to their own expression of whatever ideology. But then it's very interesting how like, don't get me wrong, the Black Lives Matter has been very controversial in its own self. The founder like had like $2 million to herself, and one of the founders and this and that, and she bought like a mansion. What? Like, how did you get that money protecting Black people? So like for me, I saw that movement, I think, took a very wrong direction because of the higher ups, but obviously for what it stands for, it's just, to each his own. But then like, I remember that just brings me back to that, because you weren't allowed to wear a pin that said Black Lives Matter or this or that because it was political, even though it's more so just human, And then after months, they finally put out shirts that said, I think it said Black Lives Matter or something. But I think they probably would wave a LGBTQ flag, and it's like, what's the difference?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting that McManus like specifically says black and brown inner city students.
Yeah. It's like, what are you saying?
It's
bro?
like that's like the equivalent of saying I have black friends. It's like, dude, I'm totally a black supporter.
I touch black kids. I mean, I like black kids. As the Catholic person, not me.
So it's just, it sounds a lot of just kind of
bullshit.
Like,
it's bullshit.
It just sounds a lot of like sort of political talk, even though it's not political. It's just sort of, and again, which is kind of why I brought up sort of the cop like analogy before, because it's like this dude is just like a cop.
Yeah, man. Really, and he's literally picking on the minority and getting rid of them.
It's pretty ridiculous.
There's what's it called? This is quick, very quick. There's a cop who got put to desk duty because he pulled over a black person, and I guess, I don't know if they didn't comply or they were just being back and forth with each other, but the cop told the person in the seat, it would have been a woman or man, I don't know, but they were like, this is why you guys get shot when we stop you guys.
Damn.
Like, what are you saying, man? Like, or this is why you guys get shot all the time and this and that, and he got put to desk duty. We should have been fired. You know what I mean? Like this and that. Like little things like that show a lot of a cop. They really do. Because you wouldn't say that to anybody else.
Yeah.
So obviously it's still a huge issue, both for like the LGBTQ community and Black Lives Matter, and just human beings that don't look like what he prefers to be flown. And again, back to the whole Christopher Columbus thing. Like, I don't want to ruin no Sopranos thing, so I won't bring it up and everything. But they have a beautiful episode on that whole topic. Is what I'll say. Oh, such a good show, bro. Check that shit out. Yeah.
So to continue on with the story, the school's president, Thomas McKenney, said that the DOC's decision will not change how the Nativity School operates. The school, however, will appeal McManus's decision, and he also said that the school will continue to fly the flags to give visible witness to the school's solidarity with our students, families, and their communities.
Nice.
He continues with saying, as a multicultural school, the flags represent the inclusion and respect of all people. These flags simply state that all are welcome at Nativity, and this value of inclusion is rooted in Catholic teaching.
Shout out to Tom McKenney. That's his name, right?
Thomas McKenney.
Thomas McKenney. Shout out to Thomas McKenney. I'm a fan. I'm about to convert to Catholic.
I'm about to convert.
Whatever the Catholics say when they check. Where's the bread and wine?
I'm already drunk. Come on, just give me some more.
Yeah, man. Fuck that bishop. It's all about Thomas McKenney, man. That's right. I did not expect that. Just like I didn't expect all the Ezra Miller stories. It continues to surprise me. Yeah.
But yeah, another little fun fact, Nativity School is independently funded and does not receive any money from the DOCs. So they do everything themselves. They don't like talk to any higher ups. They are the higher ups.
Okay. But so you think that this, I don't know if you know this, but would this ever be able to be risen up to like a Supreme Court?
I don't believe so. Well, I do remember seeing a story that I almost brought up on this show before, where somewhere in Massachusetts they were flying like the LGBTQ or Black Matters flag, one of the flags, and that it got taken down or something, and there was a whole talk with the Supreme Court about free speech. So because I think they wanted to put the flag in front of the court. Oh, okay. And the court was like,
yeah. Let's not do that, right? Yeah. I think the flag thing is very how can I say? Like, it seems like it's such a simple solution, but then you can just fly like, what is it, Confederate flag too. You know, it's like one of those things where it's like, where are the boundaries going to be?
I mean, we do also have the fact that like we've taken down statues now at this point. So it's like, it's nothing new necessarily.
Yeah.
But definitely this talk of taking things down or sort of trying to forget things or just trying to put things aside has been a consistent conversation in this country.
I still think we should take those statues and put them in museums. Like, I think that's the best way to go about it.
I don't give a shit.
I like that. People about to be like, and Javi's like, nah, I'm putting out that fire before I even fucking fuck that. Nice. I agree.
So I got this story from Reddit.
All right.
And the top comment linked another article.
Nice.
Because the top comment was, oh, McManus, where have I heard that name before?
All right.
And it linked an article where, funnily enough, Bishop McManus was charged of a DUI back in 2013.
So it all comes out, man. I guess you were the bishop of the bar.
Damn.
Oh.
This was near his vacation home in Rhode Island, and McManus was not present for the dismissal in court and refused a chemical test, which is common practice for a first-time offender.
Okay.
He eventually pled guilty, which resulted in a 6-month loss of license, 10 hours to community service, mandatory DUI education charges, and a $945 fine.
Too much wine, eh? Too much wine, McManus. Wait, McManus was the cool guy?
The bishop.
The bishop. Okay, cool. Thomas McKinney was the cool guy. Yeah, nice. You could get a DUI, Thomas McKinney. Just don't kill nobody. But Bishop, you dumbass. Dumbass.
But that's the story for you. It's kind of sweet and simple.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy, but it's definitely, has some stuff to talk about for sure. Cause it's like how the fact that even in religion, they're still making divides and barriers within each other. It's
God loves all of you except
you and you and you and you.
You with the Bud Light shirt? You cool. That's funny, man. That guy's an idiot. That guy's an idiot.
It's pretty ridiculous. Yeah. And like, again, this guy just sounds like fucking he was probably at January 6th.
Yeah.
Like
probably, man. He's just like blessing everybody that went into the thing.
Each one of them before they go in. It's like, all right, now God's on your side.
Hail Marys. I'll probably even look like, probably because we're gonna shoot soon and everything. I'll probably talk about how priests get away with so much pedophilia in the Catholic Church. It's actually kind of an amazing thing. Not the pedophilia, the escaping it, because a little gist within it. I gotta actually make my facts right. But first of all, there's been so many, like so fucking many. But a lot of them, the way they're able to go about it is that I think they go back to Italy. That's where the big churches or whatever, and then through there, I think they govern themselves or something like that. So this is just this big way of doing so and just leaving and stuff. And it's just something that, like, just like Ezra Miller, we don't talk about. Like, we just kind of ignore and everything. And oh man, that whole priest situation is just super sketch, you know. And I would never let my kids. I'd rather let my kids near a jail cell than a priest. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have kids, but
take your kid to jail to go see the bishop in jail.
Exactly. After his DUIs, bitch ass, his drunk ass, his Ezra Miller ass. That's crazy, man.
But that's the second topic for you.
Gotcha.
I don't know why I put up 3, 2.
All right.
And so you remember when I was like, "You're gonna get flashbacks, Frankie?
Yeah, what's up?
You're gonna get flashbacks to school, my guy."
I'm mentally preparing myself. What's up?
So we're gonna do a little exercise, you and me, for this third topic.
All right.
We're gonna write a short story.
All right. I'm what? Mad Libs.
We're gonna we're gonna choose a handful of words.
All right.
Like 3 words, and we're gonna have to somehow make a story out of those 3 words.
I'm with the shits.
So what's the first word in mind?
Excelsior.
Okay. Excelsior.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna write this down.
All right. Excelsior. I like that word. That's a good word.
I already got my word.
What's your word?
Marshmallow.
Marshmallow. All right. Ooh. Hold on. I got a word. Do I say it now?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Give me like 10 seconds. I have a lot of words. All right. Because I've been reading, well, I don't want to spoil it. I've been reading Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky. Like
okay.
Yeah, it's a good fucking book, man.
It's a good read.
You read it before?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm only up to part 2 where I don't know if anybody knows what the fuck I'm talking about, but Oh my God. I'm so happy you read it. I thought
It's a classic.
Yeah, bro, it's so fucking good. And I've been reading it and I just been like falling in love with it. Spoiler alert. Spoiler. I'm up to the part where he just finished killing Eva Obnovsky, whatever, the two ladies and stuff, and he just escaped and he's like, fuck, and he goes to the police station. I'm at the police station part. So it's pretty early in the book. Spoiler back. Yeah. If you haven't read Crime and Punishment, it's a long ass book. Jesus Christ. It's a long book. But yeah, man, I'm loving it
It's
lot.
a good book.
Yeah, man. I just thought it was gonna be one of those shitty books that just fucking talk OD for nothing, and I'm reading it because of Sopranos.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. I got all the words. I'm gonna pick one, but I'm gonna pick one that really stood out to me.
All right. 3.
Oh fuck.
2. 1.
Oh.
God damn it.
I have it here. It's like McManus or something like that. But let me just use this one. Envisage.
Spell it for me.
ENVISAGE. And the definition is to contemplate or conceive of as a possibility or a desirable future event. I can read that again if you want.
Yeah.
Contemplate or conceive of as a possibility or a desirable future event. So the example word is the Rome Treaty envisaged free movement across frontiers. I hope I'm saying it right.
Nice.
Yeah. You know what I was going to do in this episode?
What's up?
I was going to say for every word that I learned, if you guessed it right, I would give you $1. This is how you say the word though. Hold on.
Envisage.
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 All right, cool. Envisage. Nice.
So I'm going to give us 10 minutes.
All right.
I'll edit it out afterwards and stuff.
All right.
I'll maybe even add some Jeopardy timer or something
I
like that.
I like that. But not copyright.
Not copyright. I'll find something.
Hold on. I think you can loop this. Okay. Let's do it together. Nice. Okay. All right. Nice. All right,
So
let's do
I'll
this.
loop that. I'll lower it a bit. I'll also throw in like anything that we say while we're
Okay.
writing.
Like in the midst of it, in the background and stuff.
Yeah, just
I
like
this.
ah.
Yeah, Bishop. All right, let's do this. I'm with the shit. All right.
So you got the laptop, so you can set the timer.
Okay. 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Hey Siri. Hey Siri, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes starting now.
All right.
Let's go.
All right, cool. So we both got to rate it?
Yeah.
Envisage, Marshmallow, and what's the Excelsior, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Finish right on time.
Nice.
All right, nice.
And we're back.
We're pretty focused. Holy shit.
That was a silent 10 minutes.
Yeah, man. I was like, you know what? I didn't know what to write at first. And then it all came to me. So how are we going to go about this?
You want to do rock, paper, scissors?
It was a rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
All right. Only one or two?
Just the one.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, say shoot. Ooh.
Okay, I guess you're going first.
All right. I had an idea, but I don't know if we'll get copyrighted. Like if we play a little ding every time we use the word.
Okay.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You think if I go to the royalty-free music, it'll be okay?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like whenever we use the word we're supposed to use, we go ding.
But what word?
Like 3 words: marshmallow, envisage, and Excelsior. How did you write the story?
I mean, I just like. Oh, I know
you know what I
know
mean?
what you're saying now. I'll do that in post.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense because I don't want to get no copyright. No, I'm saying. All right, so here we go. Although I was thinking, if you want to read mine, I read yours.
Okay.
We want to do that?
That'd be pretty funny.
You
Okay.
read this one and I read that one. It's just let me see again. It's under the words, right? Okay, nice. All right, I'll get it right.
Starts at the bottom and then continues on to the next page.
Which one right here?
Yeah.
Okay, so I read yours first, or you read mine first? You pick.
I guess you read mine first.
Okay. Once upon a time, there was a marshmallow that went by the name of Darcius. He was a soft man with many emotions, dwindling. What does it say? Dwindling. Loathing. What does it say?
I don't know. I got kindling within.
Oh, kindling within himself. So I'll read that again. Once upon a time, there was a marshmallow that went by the name of Darcius. He was a soft man with many emotions, kindling within himself. He had many dreams to learn how to cook, learn how to ride a bike, or even learn how to fly. Today was the day, however. Darcius is going to complete not one, not two, but all three of his dreams. He begins with his bike. He stretches his legs out of his body and hops on his bike. He falls over. He picks himself back up, and falls over again or something again. This time it works. No. He gets 5 feet in front of him and falls. Success. The next go, learn how to cook. Darcy sticks the long skewer down his spine, and as is scared to do so, he throws the logs to the flame and starts the fire. He sets up 2 poles on opposing sides of the fire and jumps up. He lands with himself dangling above the flame and whimpers. I can't do this, he thinks, but as he feels the warmth from the flame, he's tickled. He laughs and yells, "Excelsior!" So I'm pretty sure the word was emphasis up there that I didn't pronounce. It's a good story. I like that he sticks his stick down his spine. Shit. All right, well, my shit took a different turn. Go ahead.
All right. You ever wake up and not know what to do for the day? Like there's some stale blankness hovering over any possible activity you desire to do? Well, if you do feel like this way or have, there's a story I'd like you to hear. It all goes back to the Holocaust. A not so desirable time, a lot of havoc. But within moments of tragedy always sprouts some beauty. Like Tupac said, the rose that grew from the concrete. So there goes a man, skinny to the brim, scared for his life, but eager to escape the tragedy called his life. He noticed the families in the villages being scavenged for Jewish families. And like Kevin McAllister,
Macaulay Culkin,
Home Alone, he wasn't going to let this fly. So he gathered his family around, let them know what the plan was, and this is what it was. The Germans came into town every Wednesday to come door to door, but he noticed this heavy, pudgy, fat as fuck German who often was behind the main group of what Hitler would deem Excelsior human beings or the new German race. This German's name was unknown to this Jewish man boy, so they called him Fat Goy. Goy is what a non-Jew, fat is what he also was. So Fat Goy comes to the door and knocks. Knock, knock, knock. In cliche German accent. Any Jews in there?
Nice.
The family hid out back, but lay out several marshmallows on the floor. Hidden from plain sight, but just poked out enough to capture Fat Goy's attention. The envisage in his face was unarguable, and so far Goy went on. He tumbled forward with his arms out like a triceratops, intercepted the marshmallows and gobbled them up. The boy's family then came out and slaughtered him to death. The German lost the war and many lives were saved. The Holocaust was a tragedy and ripped to any Jewish person affected by it to this day. But also, Home Alone is kind of ridiculous. How many kids do you have before one of your kids become Josh Duggar? And how did that little boy see the Sticky Bandits? I don't know, but we're going to watch it this Christmas and to say hallelujah and thank you for listening to my story. You may still not know what to do for the day, but that sounds like a you problem. Good night. What a fucking story.
Like towards the end, I was having so much fun. I think that was a fun. Nice.
Man, I didn't expect it to go that way.
Man, layers. Man. That's all I'm gonna say. I didn't expect it to go that way, to be honest with you. But fuck, when you got words like emphasis, marshmallow, and Excelsior, there's only so much you can do. But yeah, let us know which story you like.
Yeah, we'll put a poll up or something.
Little poll, man. That's fucking fun. But the Holocaust is no laughing matter.
God damn it.
That's funny, man.
But I don't know if you have anything else to say before we get to the AMC
Nah, man.
section.
All I gotta say is that shit was fun. That was pretty goddamn fun. Yeah, man.
I feel like we don't even need to say anything like other than the stories themselves. It's just the stories spoke for themselves.
Yeah, man.
Take it as you will.
Take it as you will, and that's really what we are. We're goys. To Jewish people, we're goys. That's what I learned recently. Nice.
I learned that today.
Excelsior. Know what I mean? All right, man.
Man.
Well, now we're here at the A.M.C. section.
AMC section.
Nice.
And we're here.
We're here, man. We never left.
Never left.
Never left.
I never leave my home.
I know, man. Me neither. Yeah, man.
But
Don't die, bro. COVID. You know, COVID things.
it's okay.
COVID things.
We both have it.
Yeah, man. Everybody has it.
But
Oh, I'm gonna actually get out of here.
So we're at the AMC section
Yes,
now.
we are. And what part of the A.M.C. section are we at?
We're on albums, my friend.
Yep.
And we've come full circle as per usual. And now it's my turn.
Yeah, man.
And this one album I was very excited to pick
Yeah, man.
because I was like, this band fucking rules and more people need to know about them.
Yes.
So I was like, let's try and just blow them up as much as possible.
I wish we had the fucking vinyl right here so
I
we could
know.
put it there, you know.
I
But
know.
maybe I'll put one for the YouTube.
Yeah.
Just a little. Yeah, man. What are we talking about today, man?
So we are talking.
Turkey.
Just fucked it
Just
up.
fucked it. I guess
We are talking about Turnstile's Glow On.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. This fucking album. I got a lot to say about it in terms of just the experience of listening to it. But before anything, when you went to go see them, you bought tickets last minute, right? Because
Yeah.
of Reddit. If you want to tell that story real quick, because I think it's a good story.
I think I actually told it here.
Told it here? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was just a good story then. Yeah, basically that fucking... Yeah, well, like, real quick, it was basically you didn't have tickets. You had to
I
buy
didn't
them.
have tickets. I bought them day of from some guy on Reddit.
Shout
And
out to
that
Reddit.
Yep. And
Shout out
that
to-
person told me to go on Twitter to find another ticket. Found another ticket on Twitter.
Yeah.
It was great.
Man, happy you bought them because like at first, you know, there's a lot of concerts, this or that when it comes to music, but bro, this was an amazing fucking album. Like I'm talking amazing. The fact that you said that more people need to know about them, like I'm a completely different person before and after listening to this album, and I'll expand on that later. But man, I couldn't say anything earlier. We were watching the videos and this and that we'll put up for sure. But god damn, man, this is a good fucking album right here.
Yeah, so before we filmed, I showed Frankie some videos. I showed him the 2 videos that I took at the concert that I went to last month when I went to go see Turnstile, and it was fucking great.
Yeah, man.
And I also showed him another video about Turnstile fans and just the community as a whole. Because it's just really, I think this band is really interesting.
Yeah.
I think they're bringing a lot to the scene right now. And it's just making a lot of noise.
Yeah.
So real quick, this is their 4th album.
Okay.
It was produced by Roadrunner Records. And before this album, because again, it came out in 2021. Before this album, they had Time and Space, which
Time
came
and
out in
Space.
2018.
That's their third album.
That'd be their 3rd album. Time and Space earned Best of 2018 year-end accolades from the New Yorker, New York Times, Rolling Stone, and NPR.
Wow.
And GQ even named it one of the best albums that shaped the 2010s.
Wow.
So even with their last album, they made a lot of noise. And I still didn't even hear of them. I only heard of them because of this album.
This album that came out. Okay.
And the band goes as Brendan Yates on vocals,
Okay.
Franz Leons on the bass and also vocals, Brady Ebert on lead guitar, and Pat McCrory on rhythm guitar. Oh, and also Daniel Fang on drums.
Okay.
Something that has been happening to this band since the release of this album has been this incredible, just unironic glow up
Yeah, man.
with this band.
No pun intended with the whole glow on
it's
title.
just they've been just blowing up immensely since this album has been released. proof of that is that they made their first TV performance last year on Seth Meyers back in December.
Good. I've been on that show before, not like as a guest. Imagine like, hey, what's up? Come on out.
I was like, what the fuck?
Might matter. But 40 years. No, I went to go see like the show itself, and I saw Seal perform.
Okay.
Kiss Him a Rose, you know, that's his famous song. He did it twice because he fucked up the first time. And I saw Rainn Wilson from The Office.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he was promoting his book, like something to be weird, and then 2 other people I didn't even care about. But yeah, I used to not think Seth Meyers that funny. I still don't think he's the funniest, but I think he's the perfect host for news. Like when he does serious news, that man can like really tell some news. Like I wish I could get him a podcast, but obviously that's not. Well, I mean, we'll never know. But good for them for being on Seth Meyers.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And, after Seth Meyers in March, they were on Jimmy Kimmel, and then in May they were on Jimmy Fallon.
Wow, man!
So they've basically made it to almost all the late night talk show hosts.
Stardom in that sense.
Yeah, and again, this is their 4th album. It's not even like their 2nd one or anything like that. It's all this fame is coming now.
A little later.
They also played Coachella and Lollapalooza.
Yeah, I saw that they were either going or they played it already to Lollapalooza and stuff. But bro, I mean, they deserve it. I mean, bro, like this is, I mean, legit good music. And I can't even go on. You go on first because I'm gonna just be chatting, man. I don't know how to put this in any other like category because it's a unique album in itself. You know, like, you know, we've talked about like stuff that you recommended, like Somewhere City and Prince Danny the Hyena and Mom Jeans and stuff. But this is on its own pedestal. Like I think Prince Danny the Hyena, even though I like Somewhere City a lot, Prince Danny the Hyena was the most like theatrical and like most entertaining album out of the ones that we've listened to, you know, from like in terms of punk rock and everything.
Okay.
But this one is just phenomenal. Like 10 out of 10 type shit. Like it's so good. And this is not to disrespect it at all or anybody like lose any credibility. But I think it's like one of like Arctic Monkeys kind of albums, like old school. Like every song is a banger, you know? But obviously it's a way different style and genre and this and that. But I mean,
that mentality.
Yeah, man. Like where you can just like, you can first time listen to it and it even doesn't matter what the fuck you listen to. Like it's just so good every single song. And I deadass fell in love with it. And I didn't expect to, man. I had no idea what I was walking into, you know, and I fucking love this album.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Well, I mean, I don't have any fun facts or anything like that really about this album or the band because well, something that I did learn that I can point out on the second song, but for the second song in the album, Blackout, it ends with that sort of like really plain, not plain, like I don't know how to describe it, like hollowed drum.
Like I put Donkey, I think I put Donkey Kong if I'm not mistaken the song. I wrote out with the jungle outro, and then because it has like little Congo sound and everything, you know.
So like that kind of like Congo like drum kit noise is because Brendan Yates used to be a drummer before he sang.
Oh, okay.
And so he's explained that he's used to having a lot of physicality because something that I feel like was kind of hard to not notice in any of their live videos is the energy this dude brings on stage. Yeah,
and how it invokes it into the crowd. Like that energy is completely transferred, and through every like the range in this album is ridiculous. Like that's one thing that I really appreciated. I just feel that, you know, if you really just like rock only, like there may be some songs that you're like, okay, maybe this is not my cup of tea. But even then, I mean, the songs that are like sing-songy or like kind of like, you know, have that little like, oh, I'm shopping in Hollister type, you know, sound, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I think, was it Underwater Boy has that little feel, you know, but to me, what I respect is when artists are not afraid to branch out of any genre or like don't stick with one thing. Like I have a friend of mine who's an artist who he does hip hop and rap, but he wants a song that sounds more like reggaeton, you know?
Okay.
And I'm like, do it. And he's like, I am. He's like, I'm gonna make every sound for every occasion, for every moment, and for every mind. And like to me, like I love this album now, but middle school me would have fucking loved this shit, you know? Like it would have been one of those things like, no fucking way, like this exists, you know? And I'm me growing up now, I just extremely love this shit more, you know? And I can't explain to you how good this is musically. Yeah,
you know, actually a fun fact I do have now that I'm remembering, when I was at work not too long ago, I was playing my playlist and Mystery came on.
Okay.
And at that moment, 2 customers came in, and I noticed them.
Yeah.
That the guy was wearing a Turnstile T-shirt.
Look at that.
And I was like, huh, what are the odds that that's like actually like referring
Universe
to the
type
band?
shit. Yeah.
And so I asked him, I went up, I was like, oh, like, is that like a Turnstile shirt? And they're like, yeah. I was like, oh, that's really cool. I love that band. And they're like, yeah, they were great. Oh, were you at the concert when they came here? And I was like, oh yeah, I went to the Queens one. And they were like, me too.
Nice, man.
And I was like, nice. And it was just this really
like
cool
genuine moment of music.
Yeah.
You know, some music sprouts, those little good interactions, you know, like.
And all while that song is playing, it's just like,
yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Universe.
Yeah. Straight up.
Weird.
It's almost like it's like a god or something.
I hate you. God damn it.
No, but I feel that, you know, especially when it comes to TLC, like, you know, I know we're bouncing around and stuff, like, but remember, like, the lyric is like, thank you for letting me be myself, for letting me see myself, right? And earlier I was telling you how that song, what was it? I fucking didn't. I could look it up right now real quick. But what this album really, what I really enjoy is that there's so much homages. In my opinion, I think there's a lot of homage. The song is by Maceo and All the King's Men that came out in 1970. You know, it's like, thank you for letting me be myself. Compared to TLC, where it's like, thank you for, you know, it's like, and I feel like in this album, they take that, they homage it. I feel like they sound like they have Daft Punk sound in there. They have Red Hot Chili Peppers, like lyricism. They have Beastie Boys shouting. Like they have all this beautiful like a platter, here's a beautiful platter of what we can homage, but it's gonna be our own, you know, because what art influences art, you know, and it was art, life imitates art or whatever.
Life imitates art.
Yeah, but this whole album, like those little sectors of just, you know, like I hear this sound. They have features like Blood Orange and stuff, which I've heard before, but like who cares about their before stuff? All I care about them is them and this Turnstile album. And they take you from this, like I showed you earlier, the Beavis and Butthead, like headbanging, like dun 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 dun, you know, and then it'll be like dun 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 dun, and it's just such a wave of freedom, you know. Man, like I heard this song on the treadmill, like the first time I ran, like not the first time, but I was just running, and then I was like, oh, fuck, I gotta listen to the album and stuff. And usually I like to listen to the lyrics, like look at the lyrics as I'm listening to it. But my first listen was on the treadmill, and I was like, hey, I just gotta listen to it full through. Man, like it just was incredible. Because you know, when you're running, you feel this like really good. You feel like this runner's high, almost like they say. But man, like I was like, what the fuck just happened? I'm like, why is this album not 3 hours long?
I always listen to our albums first without the lyrics and then with the lyrics.
Yeah, man. It's and for me, you don't even have to look at the lyrics for this, because they are pretty simple. You know, there's a couple I picked up on, but mostly to me, this is like sex for ears. Like it's so good, man. I don't know how to explain it. And how did they get it right? Every single song.
Oh, you know what's another fun fact?
What's up?
You remember when me and Brian went to that bar in Brooklyn where we played pool?
Yes, I do. The Levy.
They played Blackout at some point.
No way. That's dope.
That day, and I wanted to be like, oh, I know this song, but I knew you guys would have been like, oh, that's cool.
Go drink your IPAs and put in the flannel.
And I was just like, oh, I wanted to be like, you guys got to listen to these guys.
Nah, man, that's the beauty of this podcast right here. You know what I'm trying to say? Because any other day, like say if you had recommended to me, like it would have probably taken me some time. Like I have so much movies and albums people recommend and stuff. Then I'm like, yeah, I'll get to it. But like, it's not that we're being forced to listen to it, but obviously we have to know what we're talking about. But man, like this is something that I think, like, if you're a music lover of any sort, like this is one of those albums that forever in history will always be preserved and sound good no matter what. You know, like, and it's not even one of those like mainstream songs that you'll see in a movie, even though you can, you know, but it's one of those where it's like, oh no, that's a fucking banger right there. You know, like which song? Every single one of them. You know, and I'm not trying to just hype it up. I'm not trying to just be kind to it. I'm not trying to this and that. Like, bro, this came out 2021. No fucking way, bro. no fucking way, man. It's really good.
Yeah, I mean, another interesting thing is that fuck, I lost my train of thought. you got me with you just like falling head over heels.
Yeah,
right now.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. It's 10 out of 10. It's like on my, like, you know, like rating system and this and that. I think like this is an album for everyone, but especially for music lovers. You know, like it's hopefully you get your thought back. you know, because I would, but again, mystery, like again, that's like again, the lyrics aren't even the focus for me. It's the sound, because at the end they have like the Daft Punk spacey ending. But I wanted to say this just because this was funny, because I was riding on the treadmill. Like for Blackout when it starts, like I forget exactly how it starts, but I know it has a strong start. Like it has like and I wrote "oh shit," and then I wrote "I'll kill someone" to the song. Not just kidding. I said I would just get hype and exercise to it. Been reading too much Crime and Punishment, and then I said the ending gives me Metallica vibes, right? And from a guess, because I don't listen to this much, Slayer vibes. Like this little, like, again, Beavis and Butthead, like, no, like breaking the law. That's what Beavis and Butthead said. And then again, I write the jungle intro, and then just the range at the end is ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous, man. And
yeah, I mean, like, to just kind of go through the track list, we can go through it real quick, and then we can just keep bouncing around.
For sure.
But the track list goes Mystery, and it goes Blackout, Don't Play, Underwater Boy, Holiday, Humanoid / Shake It Up, Endless, Fly Again, Alien Love Call, Wild World, Dance Off, New Heart Design, TLC, Turnstile Love Connection, and No Surprise.
Yeah, man.
Oh, and Lonely Desires.
Yes.
So those are tracks. Also, something I think you probably noticed is that this is actually a more lengthier album compared to other albums I brought.
To some extent, because it's still pretty fast. Like to me, it's still like a 30-40 minute album and stuff.
I think it's like 40 something minutes.
But yeah, you're right, because the other albums are more so like 20, 30 in and out. Like I did notice that though.
So there's definitely, I guess you could say, a little more substance to this album compared to other albums that we've looked at before that I've brought up. But to kind of go through my notes, I mean, Mystery is such a great opener.
Yes, it is.
With the little like intro.
Yeah, man.
And it's the way it has this electric like feeling as it just opens up to just cut to the straight distortion of the guitar.
Yes.
To straight.
Exactly, man. To me, I say it reflects the range that this album's going to show you. Like at first, it's a little, again, the beeps. Then it's like a light guitar. And then again, what you just said. You know, it's just like, this is what you're going to get. And you if you don't like it, you suck. Like you just don't know real music. Go listen to Friday by Rebecca Black. You know what I'm trying to say? Like if you really genuinely enjoy a musical experience, like this is where you should be at, you know? And I'm telling you, man, this shit was just ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, Mystery, such a great song. Like the chorus is so sing along. Yeah, man. It's just like you can't not sing along to it. Yeah. Every time I go to a concert, it's always such a relieving feeling when I sing a song and everyone else is singing.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you can't resist.
Okay, thank God. Like I'm not the only one that knows this song.
They just put the spotlight and you're like, who's this loser? Who's this outcast? Everybody point and laugh. Loser. And you just put your tail between your legs and just walk out.
But it was just such a great feeling because I showed you the video to Mystery that they played at.
I got chills, man. I got chills, and I'm 100% buying a ticket to go. Like I don't care what I got to pay, man. There's other concerts I want to see. A Kid Cudi soon. He's coming out with a concert soon, and everything, and this and that. Like there's a lot of people. But I want to see Elton John. Hopefully, I can see Elton John. But that shit is expensive.
Yeah, it's Elton John.
Jesus fucking Christ. Calm down, John. Nobody gives a fuck.
Elton John gives a fuck.
Yeah, he does give a fuck. I would love to see him perform. But this is, I'm 100% buying a ticket to this. Like, I have to go see this live, man. Like,
last I saw, today when I got my ticket, it was $55.
What
55
the fuck?
schmeckles.
They don't even know how they could be charging $400 if people go, man. What? I'm so happy you just said
55
that, bro.
schmeckles is expensive for this.
Man, I guess, but I'm paying those schmeckles, bro. I was expecting like 200.
I saw 55. I said, eesh, I'll do it, but damn.
Kid Cudi tickets are like 261 to sit at the front.
Oh.
I'm buying them though. I'm going, bro. That's Kid Cudi, but I will just cut myself as I watch him sing all his sad songs. Just kidding. No, but one thing, so I saw on the poster, right, that I mentioned earlier, like JPEG Mafia is somebody that's gonna be at the shows, and let me actually show you the track list for one of his albums, Veteran, right? So this is.
Oh, so you weren't joking when you said that you fucked with.
I swear to God, and it's a one guy, and it's not like I'm a huge fan. Veteran is the second album, but there's a song called "Baby I'm Bleeding." Mind you, this is a completely different sound. Like this is not even like rock at all. This is more like hip hop, but also more so just crazy noises and stuff. And JPEG Mafia is an interesting, very famous person, I think, for being artsy. Like they're like the. I may sound ignorant because I'm not the biggest fan, but like the Banksy or like this modern artist of music, I think so. They're to be appreciated, but I don't know how you would feel about him. But let me read you the track list, right?
Okay.
It's 1539 North Calvert, Rio Nega or Niga, Nega, Thug Tears, Dayrum, Baby I'm Bleeding, which is my favorite song. My Thoughts on Neo Gaff Dying, Rock and Roll is Dead, DD Form 214, Germs, Libtard Anthem, Panic Emoji, DJ Snitch Bitch Interlude, Whole Foods, Macaulay Culkin, Williamsburg, I Cannot Fucking Wait Till Morrissey Dies, Rainbow Six, 1488, and Curb Stomp.
Okay.
That's interesting as fuck. I've only listened to like, I've only listened to like 3 or 4 songs of the album, but I really like Baby I'm Bleeding. But when you hear it, you'll be like, what the fuck?
I gotta listen.
It's very interesting.
I'm gonna wait till the concert.
Wait till the
I like doing that. I like when I go to concerts, I like experience the openers for the first time there.
Nice. Well, I'm telling you, like for me, it's not even saying like, oh, if you like this album, you like that music, his music. It's very different, and I would understand people who wouldn't like JPEG Mafia's music. But to me, that just shows how much Turnstile is willing to just collaborate with so much different sound and how much they understand about music. And I'm sure that they don't just listen to just one genre. They have like this ridiculous range of shit.
Yeah, I mean, if they have someone like Blood Orange come on, and like there definitely is some sort of like hip hop rhythm to some of the songs, I would say, where it's like there's just this almost like undeniable like movement to it, where it's just it feels like a hip hop song at some points, where it's just you can't like not bop your head to it.
And then it just has that soothingness of like not even R&B, just it's electronic almost. With it's just a mixture of everything, man. It's like a dish, right? It's like so many ingredients that go into it, man. I don't know, man. This shit gets me excited because I heard it again today on the treadmill also, and I was just like, oh yeah, no, this shit is a banger. like this shit is so good, man. Like I can't get over it, man.
Yeah, I mean, other notes I got. I mean, Blackout is great. It's got such a great riff to it, and it's so loud, like many other songs in this album, but it's so good.
Yeah, my earphones were telling me lower the music. I was like, no, I'd rather go deaf.
Don't Play is also good. I really like the one line that he says where he says, "Release my mind, my garden grows." And it's just like
I like that.
It's almost like a psychedelic kind of line.
Some Beatles shit.
I really like that line.
That is a really nice line, actually. Release my mind, my garden grows. That's beautiful.
And I also really like the riff to Don't Play because it's again, it's got that sort of wavering back and forth, man. Like yeah,
man. And for me, I mean that's just like, again, I wanted to heck bang in the gym, bro. I don't often want to do that, but I was like, this is fucking badass. Like this is badass as fuck, man. I just loved it.
Underwater Boy is fucking phenomenal.
That's a great song. That's when you get this little like, oh. Like that's the one that I mentioned that I was like, oh, this sounds like Hollister music. But no, before you get mad at that, like just real good. Like, oh, I want to hear the song for the rest of my life. Like it's a very beautiful song.
Yeah, it's so good. It's got a pretty chill music video to it too.
I believe that. But
yeah, Underwater Boy is great. Holiday is fucking great.
Green Day. Holiday.
I don't know why I haven't thought about that. I used to know how to play that song too.
You should cover that song. I love that song, bro. Tony Hawk, if I'm not mistaken, Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I forget which one. All I would be doing, I think I was playing on a PSP or something, but no, or PS2. Sorry. Oh my god, what a fucking good ass song. About to get eyeliner. You know what I mean? Love that. So I know it has nothing to do with Turnstile, but again, like I'm not sure if that's any influence there or nothing, but badass.
I also love the "I Want to Celebrate" part of that song.
Yeah.
Because when they played it live, right before they played it, Brendan Yates is like, "All right, guys, let's celebrate." And I was like, "Oh, I know what's coming on." Fuck yeah!
Nice.
And it's just. everyone just shouts that one part because it's like, because like how you mentioned, the lyrics aren't super important to this album.
It's more so feel. Right?
There's more of a feeling to it, but there are lyrics that stick out for sure.
Yeah.
And I Want to Celebrate is definitely one of those lyrics. Yeah. And because that line was definitely shouted every time at the concert. And
then right before I see right here, it says, too bright to live, too bright to die. Beauty is built not from outside. That's fucking gorgeous. That's like a really beautiful thing to hear. And that matters, man, because like, especially when you notice it, like it matters to people singing it because like deadass, fuck, standards that people, hold each other to physically. It doesn't matter about that.
And from Holiday, we go to Humanoids, Shake It Up, which is just a real quick song.
Yeah.
It's almost like they had two songs and couldn't decide.
Yeah, it's super
let's
fucking
just make
fun.
it into one.
Yeah, man. What was I gonna say? Yes, there's a song here. I don't know if it's this one, but it's like 53 seconds long. Like there's one song I think towards the end. I think that's just 53 seconds.
Yeah, I think that's No Surprise. But I want to talk about Endless because I think Endless has a great verse. If you could read the verse to that song.
Yeah, I have it right here. Let's see. It says the first one or the second one?
First verse.
They're same thing, right?
Yeah.
Brain is in the clouds, shot down every time I come around and try to get it off the ground. Following a feeling in my heart, even if it all just falls apart. When I hit a wall, I got to break in. Yeah.
I think it's just like that. Again, there are some lyrics that just stick out in that album to me, and it's just this idea of just brain in the clouds, shot down from the sky, and it's just
that's pretty dope, man. It's figurative, and it's just also just again you can relate to it and you can feel it. You can feel the lyrics, man, and it's true. Super impressive.
And then we have Fly Again, which has that really like discordant piano intro where you have no idea how this song is going to start. And then you just have the slide of the guitar.
Yeah.
And
I love that, man. I feel like that's important. And that's one thing I wanted to say about this type of, like, would you say this is punk rock or what would you say it is?
This is considered more hardcore, like music.
Cause I like this. Like, this is my sound of rock that, I mean, I like everything. And I don't just say that. I just genuinely do. This is why we do the podcast. Cause all music is amazing. But like, this is the rock to me that like is just so appealing, it's so hardcore and just like it sounds like I don't know how accurate I'm saying this, but like if AC/DC or Led Zeppelin was like handling the guitar, not singing, not their sound, not any of this, but just like how old school people would just like a guitar, like, and like just those old school concerts where you pay like $3 schmeckles to go inside and just fucking, do mess in the corner or some shit like that. And the fact that they have people going on the stage, I know it's a risk and, COVID or even just like danger, but to have people go on the stage, which is the video you showed me and stuff, I think that's one of the most biggest compliments you can give your fans. Like, we love you, like we love you enough to come to the stage with us. Yeah. That's dangerous, man. Like, people will go crazy and this and that, but,
I mean, to talk about Prince Eddie and Hyena for a second, when I went to go see them live, like just a week after I saw Turnstile.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. You're blessed.
But fucking, there was no barriers to the stage, so there was just stage diving left and right at that show. And there were a few times where the lead singer Corey would throw his arm around a fan and like sing along with the fan and stuff. And there were a couple times where members from the other bands would start stage diving.
That's awesome.
And so it's just there. In that video I showed you of like why Turnstile fans are like this, but there's just this feeling,
freedom and trust.
I've expressed this before on Mask NYC and stuff, but just like punk rock and like just this sort of rock in general. It's just like it's a release of emotions.
It's a culture.
It's a culture, and it's just like it's so much.
Yeah, man.
And it says so much with so little.
Yeah, man. I agree. And I always think back to that guy. I always forget his name, the lead singer of Slipknot, when he was like, everybody's music is fine, but rock is the only music. Well, he said heavy metal, but I think just the rock in general is the only music you like listen to with your body. Like, you listen to it with your like everything you have and you express yourself through it. And I can see that with that, man. I've only been to the Men Singer show that with you and stuff like that, but that shit was crazy. Like,
dude, Turnstile was
man,
nuts,
bro. I couldn't even. I had the urge to do that shit.
There were a couple times where I was scared for my life because I'd go into the pit and some dude would just be fucking moshing hard, just swinging his arms, and someone would push me, and I'd get so close to their arms, swinging. I'd be like, "Oh my fucking god!"
I should never forget. I never forget in the Men Singer show when I was coming back with two drinks and everything was chill. We had these like liberal artists at the beginning. They were like Joe Biden, Trump, like they were strumming the guitar so soft and singing. And I'm like, oh, I guess this is a show of me. And I'm like halfway to you. I'm like, where's Javi? Where's Javi? And then the Men Singers come on. They're like, wah, 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 and then they start playing. And then I know you can't see from those listening, but I'm just like, oh my god, I'm just like shaking my drinks. They like all fall out. I'm just making sure to drink them first. But I pretty much spilled 3/4 of the drinks because everybody's going crazy.
Dude, at the Turnstile show, as soon as Mystery began and we all piled in, there was this one dude who just fucking threw his drink completely back. Bro. His drink just went completely back and landed on Josh. Like, it was insane, man. Like, as soon as the show begins, all bets are off. Like, that's it.
That's funny as fuck, man. Well, I envision that happening with this, but I also feel like there's moments too where it's just serenity, where it was just calm, man. Especially with, I know like this might be skipping. Oh no, After Fly Again, Alien Love Call.
Yes,
that's a like I write disrupting the rock and roll with some serenity. That's what I write.
Can't be the only one.
Yeah, man. I write really dope. I only know so much about Blood Orange, but it's a song that may not suit the album for people who want to know our rock. But this is my shit. That's what I write right here.
To step back real quick. I just wanted to point out the line that they say again and Fly Again. Still can't fill the hole you left behind.
Oh yeah.
It like that was just
Simply,
another line that just jumps out. So simple. It just says so much with so little.
Yeah.
And it's just the way he just shouts it and like with the echo behind it. It's so good.
Nah, even just reading it now and hearing it out. You're right. Like sometimes saying the least is just saying the most, because that is just crazy. Like, everybody knows how that feels.
Yeah.
Everybody knows how that feels. It's crazy.
But then after Alien Love Call, after that jammer, we go to Wild World.
Yep.
And oh man, I love this song.
Yeah, man. I thought it was spelled. Yeah. I thought it was spelled. I thought it was spelled WR. Is it spelled WRLD in the album?
Yeah.
Okay, because I right here spelled like the god and goat himself, Juice WRLD. For those that I don't know, that really love that guy. I guess I'll just throw that in there. But this is where I write like Beastie Boys shouts and singing, but still maintaining that refreshing rock where you headbang and just feel badass. I wrote crowd must go crazy with this song, but all the other songs too. And I could see a WWE star coming out to this.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
See it.
Like,
I can see it
100%. Like, and that could be like, I hope that happens for their money. You know what I'm trying to say? And then to put off their music and stuff like that. But
you know, I'm curious to see what you think about this. So, Pup, another punk band, they have some songs that they do not like that they've made because they've been put on like skate albums, not like Skate the Game, but just like skate games, like Tony Hawk and whatever, just any of those sort of games. Those songs have been put in like the soundtracks of some of those games, and so they don't like those songs.
That's
that they've
interesting
made.
to me. That's that for some reason, I doubt he listens to this, but it reminds me of a friend of mine called AJ, right? He, ever since I was growing up, was still probably is one of the biggest music heads I know. Like, he has a studio in his house.
Nice.
Like his dad loves rock and roll. Like, he knows his shit. I hope we can have him on the podcast one day. But I feel like he's the type to tell me, like, I remember when I was younger, he would be the one, like, if you were wearing was it a Thrasher shirt? He'll be like, do an ollie, bro. Do an ollie, bro. Take your shirt off. Before people like, like he dead ass would do that shit all the time. But he knew his music, like, and I always aspired to know music like he did. Because my biggest goal in my life is to hear a song and to be like, oh yeah, 1946, that person. Like, I just love music that much. But it's hard because there's so much music. So, like, with that being said, I don't know. I'm back and forth with that because I think that when it comes to like not just skate or more Tony Hawk, I feel like that's where my love of my recognition of rock kind of sprouted, you know, and in many ways because I did my own research. But in Tony Hawk, or like even it's a BMX game. I just feel so bad I don't know it now. It's like a BMX. Fuck, I forgot the name of it. It's such a good game.
BMX XXXX.
Let's see if I could like. It's like his name starts with the B. Let me see real quick so I don't fuck this up.
Mr. BMX.
Mr. BMX video game. I'm pretty sure it starts with the B. Let's see. PS2. I know it's a game. Yes. Matt Hoffman. Matt Hoffman Pro BMX
what a nerd.
That was my shit, man. And like, oh man, I'm about to look up the track list because I feel that when I was younger, maybe now it's different, but I love the music from those games. And a lot of people know what's it called? Tony Hawk, but I feel like this one was a little underrated because they had some fucking good ass music.
I mean, I thought it'd be interesting to bring it up because when I listen to this album, I'm like, fuck, these would be songs that be put into like skate games for sure.
And they would be like, let's go back, like look for that's funny. There actually is a song as a game called BMX XXX. That's funny as fuck. I want to.
Is it naked like bike riding?
It's fucking Bear Grylls. Let's see if I can look up because this one is actually pretty cool too. Look, let me just read you some names from the BMX XXX: Green Day, Nerd, 311, Saliva, Sublime, Alien Breed, Taking Back Sunday, Trust Company, Motley Crue, 10-Foot Pole, De La Soul, Newfound Glory, KRS-One, and Brand New Sin. I mean, these are Eric B and Rakim. Like, these are real big names, like on both sides.
It's interesting you said 311.
Is it a triple?
I say 311.
311. You know what?
I don't know if there's like a right way of saying it.
Is that the people that did this shit before, or is that some other band?
Like the Illuminati thing?
No.
What are you doing with
that? There's a band that was so fucking famous when I was in middle school. 303.
303?
Do you remember them?
I remember them.
I hated them. I hated them just because of the one famous song they had or whatever.
I don't even remember that.
Oh my God.
Banger.
I think it was like no, that's a different song. But oh my God, bro, I despise those motherfuckers. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a hater. But everybody fucking loved these motherfuckers. And I was like, I hate these guys. Let's see. Hold on. I'm so obsessed with knowing this track list. So sorry. Turnstile. I just gotta know. Okay. Okay. This is Matt Hoffman's thingy. So let's see. They have, bro, I mean, the Stone Roses, Static X, Outkast, Paris, Jurassic 5, Deltron 3030, Agent Orange, Face to Face, Pennywise, Bad Brains, Pale. I mean, look, like, I don't even know any of these motherfuckers, but I was in love with all this. Dr. Elmo. Like, but that had some good music, and I feel like that only led to me finding out more music, especially with like Tony Hawk and stuff like that. So I know that's a long answer, but I feel teach his own. Like, the artist at the end of the day is maybe they just want their music only heard in certain, like, by people and not just like video games and stuff, because I guess they get ignored when it comes to certain games too.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, I think that's mostly what it is, because I think at that point they don't have full control of like if the song gets put on like a skate game or something. I don't think the band has a final say.
You think that's record company?
I think that's record company.
Oh, okay.
So I think that definitely also has a hand in it, where they're kind of like, we didn't agree to this.
If that's the case, then I completely agree. Like I 100, because that should be up to you. You know, because then you end up being on some fucking whack ass game where it's just like, I don't want to be on this fucking, you know. But like I know you know a song like Sister Nancy Bam Bam. You know, it's like you know it for sure. I just can't sing it right now because I forget how it goes. Like bum 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 beat 'em bum. You know what I'm talking about? But on the bum, like that song was on Skate, and I knew that song forever before Skate. But I'm like, good for Skate for putting the song on their shit, so like future kids can know what the song is and like know what real music is, you know. Like I think skating and music has always been unanimous, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's always been, and even clothes. I loved buying skate clothes when I was younger. I loved it all, bro. Like Ice Cream, Alien Warehouse, I think that's what it's called. Like all these like, you know, like I forgot the Spanish guys, something Paul Rodriguez, like this all, you know, like I was familiar with them because of these games, and I bought their clothes and I wore their stuff because I loved it. DC shoes before nobody started wearing them again, you know, like Yeah, man. I just the culture with I know now we're kind of beholding it with the skate in like skating culture, but I love skating culture. It's always dope, you know. And
I mean, these guys just kind of embody that.
yeah,
like,
man. Yeah, they 100% do, and yeah.
Like I don't think it's too off topic to really even talk about those sort of things because it's like it just kind of comes back to the culture of it. It's like this is a culture in itself.
Yeah, man.
And like I said before, these guys definitely fall into more of the hardcore genre. They also fall into the DIY genre, which just means do it yourself.
Okay, not that I know, but like in what way though? Like how is that?
So I actually had to explain this to Jordan not too long ago because he was surprised to hear that that's even a genre. But DIY is just kind of when you don't have a producer, you make your own music.
Oh, badass! That's dope as fuck.
So it's just these guys are making their own music and they don't really have like a producer like per se
like mixing it and stuff like that. They just kind of
like they might have they'll have like a mixer and things like that, but they don't have like a one person being like, oh, I think maybe we need to do this or we
like
maybe
navigate
need to do
them
that.
to certain areas. Okay,
they
like a mixture between a manager and like would that be a manager or would that be more like
well a producer is the manager of an album. Like the producer is basically like the director. So
got you.
So without a producer, you're just doing it yourself pretty much.
That makes a lot of sense. I didn't know that. Shit.
Yeah. So these guys fall into the DIY genre and stuff because they don't have a producer. They're just doing it themselves.
Good for them, bro.
And which is fucking awesome.
Was it like if you need a job done right, you do it yourself or something like that?
But to finish off with the album, we left off on Wild World. We go off to Dance Off. I really like the lines where he says, "The world is changing, or is it me who's not the same?"
Oof, that's dope. That gives me some vibes of, I don't know, this is just top of the head, maybe not, but Cosmic Thrill Seekers, Prince Dan the Hyena, going through that whole, like, I guess, what was it, like the drug trip that he had wrong and this and that. Like, I feel like that. And I don't know if it was this one where there was a lyric that said, no, it was in Mystery. The lyric was, I know you're scared of running out of time.
Yeah.
And I feel like that also sums up a lot of that stuff. Like, I feel that message is used in music a lot, but it's relative to all of us. Like we are literally all running out of time and stuff. And with this song, Dance Off, I wrote my least favorite song, but in saying so, it's not to say it's bad, because nothing on this album is. Just the weakest of all, but like it's like if there was a whole group of bodybuilders and this song is the only one not on steroids.
Okay.
Ending is pretty dope though with the squeaky. Because they have this real like tight squeeze, like, guitar and everything. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, like there's not a bad song in this album at all.
But then we go to New Heart Design, which I think has such a great riff in it because the effect that they put on it like creates such a 70s vibe. I think like it sounds like a song that came out from the 70s.
I like it. Just as amazing you said that, because right here I have what a groovy, funky, and chill switch up. I'm at the beach smoking a J and softly headbanging. And then for some reason I wrote, dogs must love the song.
What the fuck?
Just cause. For the dogs.
For the dogs.
Basically. I definitely throw it in for no reason, but that ass.
I another thing I love about this song is that sample that they have at the end of that little kid. Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
There's
just something about that's just like it wrenches the heart, man. I'm like, oh fuck.
I agree.
Like, go home.
Yeah, it's funny. On Joey Badass's album, I forgot what it is. It's like the best song on the album, or more mainstream song, and it's on his new album. I think it's America, like KKK. Okay. And at the end, that one, like his hits home because it's the same idea. It's the same like kid talking into the mic. But it's really sad. Like it basically the kid is like talking in a very little kid voice, and he's like, "Y'all keep killing black people because you don't like how we are, and all we're trying to do is just smile and stop killing us and this and like it just really hits home, and it's really harsh, but it's really true, And when you hear it from a kid's voice, and that goes back to Kanye, because Kanye in one of his, I'm not saying that this is all because of Kanye West and stuff, but like at the end of one of Kanye West's songs, I think it's Family Business. It's a little kid, very punitive voice. And at the end of the song, Family Business is a beautiful song. At the end, it goes, "Let's get Stevie out of jail." And it just hits home because now you got like two black artists talking about like black people in prison and black people getting killed all the time. I'll show you after this because it's really, really heart wrenching. But I really like that here. Not to like go to the sadness element of it, but nothing like a kid's voice telling you some shit.
Yeah.
You know, and it really like it releases the purity within yourself, and it's like fuck, like maybe I should go home, or like this is gonna be depressing. But like when I was younger, stuff like that, like I can imagine a really bad day. I got drunk, it was really sad, and like you just hear that, and you're like, go home, and it's like, what is home?
Yeah.
You know, oof, you know, just some really depressing shit, you know, and it hits home. But it's music. That's the beauty of music. It's about the moment you listen to it and how you interpret it during. You know?
Yeah, it's just like the way he, like that little kid says it, because it's like,
Yeah.
I don't think they even recorded it for this album. I think that's just something that exists out
like
there.
sampled, right?
Yeah, I think that's just a sample that exists out there.
I wouldn't be
And
surprised.
I would just love to know what it's from, because
Oof.
why is this kid saying this?
Yeah.
And it's just,
It's dope. Nah, I love shit like that, man.
it's just such a great like little inclusion to end the song on.
Hell
It's
yeah.
just like, Daddy, please come home.
Yeah,
Please come home.
And it's when it's a kid, you can't resist it, man. This is gonna be way too diving deep into it, but when I was reading some articles about the Uvalde stuff and the people talking about it, and to take from that, all I'm gonna say is that what they said is like the most innocent and purest form of a human being is children, you know, and just what that devil did to those kids, you know, like, and when you hear voices like that telling you stuff like that, that message is crude but real, you know, and Jesus Christ. Yeah, man. Not to get too like
Nah, but then we get to a fucking banger.
Oh man, this is the most I can't even say it's my favorite because I love so much songs here, but this is the most impressive song to me on this whole album. It is TLC, Turnstile, Love Connection, so good, and the video you showed me, like with the fans like going along with it. Wow, man.
They I think for their entire tour, that song was their outro song. At my concert that I went to for it, with that outro, it was just, it fucking hit, man.
Yeah, man.
Like everyone was singing it, and they did the same thing in the video that I showed you, where they did the sample at the end and just kept letting it go.
Good,
and
man.
it was just like everyone was just chilling and vibing and stuff. Like Josh is like, so you trying to head out? I'm like,
no,
man.
Fuck out.
I'm trying to fucking enjoy this.
Yeah, until there's complete silence, and even then, that's when we leave, bro. It's like leaving a baseball game early or any sports event early or like a movie. You don't leave until you're absolutely sure, or like a Marvel movie to say, you know, like you stay for the fucking credits. and that's the movie where, well, first of all, like again, like the only reason I showed you the sample comes from the Marseille and All the King's Men. Like that song is super influential in not just that area, but also like hip hop. Like they sample that, and hip hop's all about sampling and all that stuff. But to me, like I write What an Ultimate Song, and I write I Want to Thank You for Letting Me Be Myself, or homage lyrics, but the ending is just amazing. The most impressive song to me. And I mean, I love this song, man. Like this song is so good, and I just wish it was longer, you know, like I'm about to edit it and reloop it myself so I could just walk along to it. But what an Excelsior song that I envisage and would eat marshmallows to. Feels
nice.
Thanks. But yeah,
this
fucking,
song is a banger, man.
Yeah, man.
It's so good. I mean, something so cool is that they have merch that says on the back of it, "Thank you for letting me be myself."
Man.
And I'm like, fuck, I wish I had money to get that shirt, man.
Yeah, that's a dope ass shirt, bro. Hell yeah.
And it's such a good song. It's just like the chant at the end. It's just like everyone in the crowd is fucking singing that chant. There's not a single person not singing those words, and it's so good.
So fucking good. That it's just it's an experience. And for being as short as it is, like I know it's not like so short, but it still is like it leaves you wanting more, man. But how did they get it right, man? Like, you know, it's like there's perfect albums out there, and there's only very few. I mean, you know, subjective, of course, but this is a perfect album, man. Like, I know we're not even done yet. I know we got a couple songs left, but this is an absolutely perfect album.
Yeah, I mean, we go to No Surprise, which I think this song is an homage to live music. It's sort of my like interpretation of it from the lyrics and stuff. Well, do you want to read off the lyrics? Because it's a short song.
Super. It's look around. Is it windows or a mirror that you're looking out? Underground, we're swinging and we're missing with the lights off. And though it comes as no surprise to me, if you don't want to look inside of me, you really got to see it, live it to get it. You really got to see it, live. You never feel it till you die from it. Alive. You never feel it till you die from it. You never really feel it till you. And like that. Yeah, man, that's beautiful, man. Jesus Christ.
Also, the person singing it is a bassist. He also sang that song at the concert.
Okay.
And he really gets the crowd into it and stuff and the reason why I think this song is kind of like an homage to live music is in the line where he says you really got to see it live to get it.
That makes a lot of
because when
sense.
he was saying that at the concert, he was like trying to bring the crowd in and stuff, and it's like. I think it just kind of speaks to this idea of like
live music.
You just don't know until you know.
Yeah, and that's funny, man. Earlier, I was gonna say like this is real if you know music. You know, like it really is, and you're right. And that's a beautiful interpretation of it because man, there's nothing like live music. There's nothing like I saw Food and Liquor by Lupe Fiasco in person, and he performed every song from beginning to end.
Nice.
Anything except the last part, which is just 15 minutes of him shouting out people, like that'd be ridiculous. But even then, man, like I remember I got drunk home one day, right, and Beatrice was there, and I was just drunk as fuck, but not like crazy. And I go through my videos because I took a video. I was with that asshole taking a video of everything because I knew I was gonna listen to it again. And I get home and I'm just staring at my phone like 3 inches away from my face, and I'm watching every single song he performed, and I was just so happy. I was just so bro. That was the best hip hop concert I've seen ever.
Nice,
like ever, man. It was so. I haven't seen J. Cole and stuff. I've seen other people and everything, but Lupe Fiasco is a god, and I promise you we will do his albums in the future. But now that to me was a special moment. Like I wish I could relive. My boy threw his cards on stage, like because he makes music. I told you, right?
Yeah.
And Lupe Fiasco was like, "What the fuck?" But then he was like, "I'm gonna see your shit." Like he just was kind to him. He didn't hear him like do it. He was pretending to go off stage, but then he came back on stage. But I know that's like an iffy thing to do to an artist. So obviously, you don't want to throw shit on stage. But man, Lupe Fiasco put on a fucking show, man. Food and Liquor.
I mean, to sing a whole album,
man,
he's got lungs.
Yeah, bro. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. And then I'm gonna go see Joey Badass do 1999, which is also a tremendous album. Probably one of the best albums, like rap hip hop albums of the decade or like whatever. It's so good.
Of this decade?
Of this decade and last decade, bro.
Okay.
I think it came out this decade, but I would say it's interchangeable. Like it's so classic and new at the same time. Everything else he's done is like whatever to me. But I'm gonna see him perform that soon and his new album, and I'm fucking excited, man.
Nice.
Yeah, I fucking love these motherfuckers. But
last song,
Lonely Desires.
Lonely Desires
With a Z.
With a Z because they're edgy.
Oh shit. They don't follow the rules.
But it's a great outro.
Yeah.
Can you read me the first lines of the song?
Yeah. I'll read you the both of them just because it's extremely short. It says, "Not on strings anymore. It's these things that I live for. Lonely desires. Not machine anymore. It's these dreams that I live for. My lonely desires, lonely desires, lonely desires. Go on, go on, go on, go on." just go on. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about the way that it's sung, like not on strings anymore. Like it feels like such a release where it's kind of like, especially with this being the last song, it's kind of like, that's it. I'm free.
Oh man.
And I think it does such a great job of just the way the music dies out.
Yeah.
But you still hear the glow.
Yeah, man. It gives me the vibes of this is the reason I get to mention so many artists is because, again, like this music is so good that it evokes other artistry in me, and we've covered the Beatles. But like in the beginning of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, where it's like, "You're such a lovely audience. We like to take you home with us. We like to take you home." Like to me, this is like that sounds like Blues Clues almost. But to me, this is like that. Like just it's like that's the beginning of the album, but this is more like, I'm sorry, but it's over. But like. It's still here. You know what I'm trying to say? It was an experience that you had, and you could always replay the album. You could always replay the album, but it's a soothing outro to things, you know?
Yeah. I think especially at the way that the music dies in and comes back, like dies out and comes back in is a real teller of like, it's time to like,
yeah, man,
tone it down. It's time to maybe listen to some Lord or something. Switch it up. Maybe chill out for a minute.
Go read some Crime and Punishment. Fucking love that book. That ass.
Yeah, man. That's fucking glow on.
Man, again, I know I've said it many a times here. I really was not trying to say anything before because I wanted to say it now. But man, really, like, thank you for showing me this album because this is like one of the best. I think this might be the best album I heard this year, new wise.
Nice.
Like, swear. And I've been listening to like a couple of new music and stuff. I didn't like Kendrick's new stuff that much. That's that's like I almost wanted to do it for the album for whatever. And then I heard it and I was like, this is not as great. I know what we're gonna do. This is speaking in the future, but bro, there's a lot of crazy music out there. But Turnstile, Glow On, definitely the best album I heard this year. I know it came out last year, but this best album I've heard this year, and has to be in the area of some of the best music I've heard in my life.
Nice.
Seriously, man, it's so good. Why is a number calling me right now? Should I pick up live? No, I'm not. It's like, hey man, you have cancer. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, whoa! No.
Nah, it's okay. Just kidding.
We're jokes.
It's joke. Yeah, you know. But yeah, man, it's a really good fucking album.
Yeah, I mean, I was really happy to bring this album to the table.
Nice.
You know, even though this album came out last year, it feels like it came out this year.
Yeah, no, like, it does. It does.
You know, it came out in December, came like late December.
Okay, so
might as well have come out this year.
They're smart for it, man, because again, in the range of it, it's just there's something for everybody here. You know, there really is something for everybody here, and it's fucking impressive as shit, man.
Yeah, I mean, another thing I noticed, I think this is the thing I forgot.
Oh, nice. About to make you forget the name. What's up?
But on Spotify, like, you know how it'll show their top 5 songs of like any artist, and it'll show how many listens, all from Glow On.
Have to be, right?
All from Glow On.
And you know it's a special thing when that happens with an artist, you know?
Like, this is their 4th album.
Yeah, man.
This is ridiculous. Yeah. I listened to Time and Space, their 3rd one. Pretty fucking good.
I gotta check out their old shit, man. If this is I mean, of course, it's the newer one that made them like spike up in popularity, I guess, to non like fans that were already existent. But man, come on, man. These guys are obviously talented, you know. And the only time I remember seeing that is The Weeknd, and you know, his old stuff is my favorite. Like his old like mixtapes and like you know, then like now he just makes the same music over and over again. Everybody's like, oh my god, he's so good. And he's really just doing the same shit all over again. You know, I'm sorry. It's just the facts. But well, when his album came out, the one before this disgusting album cover he had of him looking old, it was just his whole list was just every song on this new album was the top 5, and that's a lot to say especially when it's The Weeknd, a huge artist and everything.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man. But I mean, good for them. Really good for them. You know, like in terms of just, you know, going far, success and all that stuff, and yeah, man.
I mean, we've done it.
Yeah, fuck it, we did it, bro.
I forgot to even mention, but we're at episode 21.
That's crazy.
Our baby's old enough to drink.
Oh, let's go. And then we had a beer today, which is perfect. About to get some tacos and shit afterwards and shit. Crazy, man. So many more. What's up?
There's this really fucking funny video where it's an animated video where Joker is doing his next diabolical plan against Batman.
Okay.
Batman shows up and Joker's like, oh, you see this girl on the television here? And it's just some girl like reading a book or something. She's like, and he's like, oh, I've been talking to this girl for quite a while now. And Batman's like, I don't like where this is going. And Joker's like, oh yeah, we've been talking on the internet. We've become quite close friends.
Ezra Miller.
And Batman's like, I really don't like where this is going. And Joker's like, and you see that timer above the television. Once the clock hits midnight, ooh, young little Nancy here will be sexy.
Super Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller, opposite Josh Duggar, opposite Ernest. I like that though, because you completely are like, oh.
And Batman's like, this is what are you doing? Can you go back to like killing people? Can you like go back to doing other crime? It's the funniest fucking shit.
I gotta see that shit, bro. It's fucking bad red.
Our show's sexy now.
Yeah. Let's fucking go. Come at us. Sponsored by
Voodoo Ranger.
Voodoo Ranger. And Pure Life.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So what do we do today, Javi?
We talked about the earth.
What's in our mind?
And this is why it mattered.
This is Earth, Mind, Matter. My cheeks hurt from fucking laughing so much. This is a good ass episode. Good morning, good evening, good night.
Talk to you soon.